Welcome to BlackwaterDnD. Just good friends telling better stories. And we're all just a little wiggly today.
That was so close to the line that I'm not.
I love the line. I'm on one side of the line or am I on the other? You don't know. It's our own little secret. That's not for you at home.
All the time. I am going to acknowledge that we are streaming tonight from the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Coast Salish, Stolo, Semiahmoo, Kwantlen, Tsawwassen, and Musqueam First Nations. While our characters have played in a world that Tim has created, we are honored to live, work, and play on these lands tonight. Big thank you to our sponsors and partners. We're proud to be sponsored by Sirenscape because epic games require epic sound, and we're also using Epidemic Sound for this fantastic campaign as well. We are partnered with Legend Keeper. It is the ultimate world-building tool created by DMs for DMs. You can type ! Legend Keeper in the chat for all the details. Our Campaign 2 mini sponsor is MTM Printworks. You can type ! MTM to find a link to the Etsy store. The proprietor Max is an absolute delight, so please go check that out. Our campaign artist is the incomparable Tiana Kovacevic. Her art is everywhere, all over the channel, and you can find her by typing !artist and then go follow her on Instagram. Please go do that. And we are also proud to be sponsored by Familiar Dice, creator of the most beautiful math clacks around. Robin is also up for a crit award for best dice maker in the space. So please go. Well, if you haven't, I'll talk a bit more about the crit awards in a second. But if you haven't voted, please go vote. You can type !crit in the chat, and we'll talk more about it because there's some other Blackwater people that are in there too. Spoilers, secrets. You may have noticed that we are playing live in studio. We are being hosted here by the amazing folks from Questline.
Woo!
Yeah. You can type !Questline in the chat for all their details. We have some big thank yous for our crew. We have Jason and Dylan in the studio with us tonight. And if there are Questline folks in the chat, please show them some love. Additionally, Campaign 2 has its home over on the Questline YouTube page. There's a bunch of their amazing campaigns over there. And if you're looking for all of our stuff, it is over on the BlackwaterDnD YouTube page as well. And there's just so much content. We've moved things around a little bit, so if you're wanting to look for content, that's where it is. Some very brief programming updates. Episode 21 dropped on the podcast earlier today, and we are now finally caught up with our podcast episodes, so we will be releasing one a week, releasing Mondays at noon, essentially 1 week after the episode is streamed. Chatwater is just for patrons, so you can head on over to our Patreon by typing !Patreon in the chat. There's a bunch of other good stuff, and you can join our patrons-only Discord channel, which is
so good. Get in there.
Get in.
What are you even doing?
Become a patron. It's so fun.
Why not
Extra content.
Extra content, and also like there's
Chat
a lot
with us in the Discord.
Yeah, and a lot of times people really like supporting the creators that they love on Twitch and across. But there's for every creator out there, not just us, there are a bunch of ways to more directly support the creators that you love. So almost every creator has an alternative way to do that. So please go check them out. Some people have Patreon, some people have Ko-Fis, or donations through Streamlabs, whatever. Go check those out. You can type !Patreon to go check out ours. Our second episode of The Right Angle, our Triangle Agency mini-series dropped last week, so if you missed it, go check it out. Our final episode, Acute and Present Danger, is this when... Thank you.
Who's titling these?
Me.
You're killing it.
Please.
Thank you so
You're
much.
absolutely crushing it.
Thank you.
The legend.
Is this Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We've got myself as your general manager with Tim and Cody from Blackwater, as well as Pond and Faye and No Man. A lot of you folks have been asking for more Triangle Agency, and I couldn't agree more. I am hopeful to bring Triangle Agency back every couple months in 3-episode mini arcs with new guests and bringing some old agents back in and out and all that kind of stuff. So
I will say the fans have been a little obtuse about the way they've been asking for more.
Thank you.
Sean did not like that one.
No, he didn't.
Big
I just am going to have to
meat
come up
dog.
with more Triangle.
No.
Triangle. If you haven't backed Triangle Agency over on Kickstarter, go do that. Their campaign is over like $200,000 US. It's over 2,000% funded. Like, go get it. It is one of the most beautiful Kickstarters I've ever seen done. I love those wonderful folks so much. Caleb, the GM, has been, or the creator of the game, has been really supportive of me in the Triangle Agency series. He, as I mentioned last week, gave all of our players secret new level up abilities that aren't released yet. So they're kind of pilot and play testing them with our cast. So it's really really awesome. So yeah, type !Triangle.
Stretch goals.
Yes,
Live.
I know, right? So and if you've missed our the Triangle agency viewings, they're actually embedded on the Kickstarter page. So go check them out there. And the Kickstarter ends on July 6th. July 6th. So please go back it before that happens.
Should we talk about
Is
the
that
harpsichord?
me?
We're
Is that
gonna-
No, I figured it out. I solved the problem.
What is it?
I don't know what the Canadian word for this is, so I'm just going to say the Australian one. They're whippersnippering our back.
Oh, I see.
That's the actual word you use in Australia?
What is it in Canada?
Whippersnipping? That
It's
is
what?
what?
Oh, that's just as dumb.
What is a whipper? I mean, you whack What is a whipper?
I don't know.
Because I get the snipping. Snipping makes sense.
Oh my god.
Whippersnipper Dan.
Oh yeah.
What a whippersnipper.
So you call it a snipper, but it doesn't snip.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah,
it?
no, you're
It's
right.
wax.
Yours is right.
It's a whippersnipper. He's down there with his whippersnipper.
Oh no!
Oh,
I
yeah.
to kick all the dirt up in his
Okay. So there is a whippersnipper happening
Oh, it's
outside.
I
whippersnipper.
love that. I love Australia that much more. My heart grew.
Continuing on with our announcements, as I was talking
It's a
about
whipper or a snipper.
the awards, our very own DM Tim Carlson has been nominated for Best D&D
Whoa.
DM.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you haven't voted in the Crit Awards, please go do that. You can type exclamation point
Making a
crit
note right
in
now.
the chat to go do that. There's some fantastic creators out there from all across the space, both behind the scenes and actual plays from Best Indie TTRPGs, Best Solo TTRPGs, Best Music, all of that kind of stuff. So please go check it out. The finals will be announced live at Gen Con, and I will be there. I am going to Gen Con, and I'm so friggin' excited about it. So if you are going to Gen Con, you will see me out and about. I will have stickers. Please come say hi, and I would love to come chat with you about all things Blackwater. I'll be wandering around with a bunch of friends who are going, so I'm really stoked to go to Gen Con. It's gonna be dope. Okay, which brings us to our episode sponsor for the month, the wonderful folks over at Bookworm Games and QuestChests, whose Kickstarter also ends on July 6th. If you like immersive tabletop experiences, then you need to go right now and go back their Kickstarter. There's 5 total chests available on Kickstarter with the first 2.
yeah,
I
there
know,
it is.
like, look at this.
I can't see.
There's a black light, and it's really dope. If you're like, what is this? Go check out our last episode.
There's a few times
Janus
where people
becomes
tune in
activated.
they'll be like, am I in the wrong directory on Twitter?
Absolutely. There are 5 total chests available on Kickstarter, and
Went
you,
straight to Sans.
if you want to get a custom chest like we have had here at Blackwater created for you, there is a tier where you can do that. It is the folks from QuestChests have been so wonderful to work with. Please go check them out. Please go check out the Kickstarter and go back it. Also, because the folks from Bookworm Games are so wonderful, they've given us a code for 10% off at checkout. You can type using Blackwater in the chat or in the checkout box, and you can type exclamation point quest to go and find all of that kind of stuff. This is our final episode with them as our sponsors for now, but we cannot say enough good things about these folks. It has been incredible to have Michael and Morgan and all of the wonderful folks really just create something so beautiful for us. So thank you to the wonderful folks at QuestChests. We love you very much, and we hope to have them back sometime soon. And that's it. That's all I've got. Wow. So grab your tissues, grab your spider milk, grab your jorts, and your best friends. My mouth is having a hard time making words. If you are new with, whether you're new tonight or you have been with us
For ages.
for
For
ages.
ages.
Thank you. I say the same thing every
Yeah.
week, and it's coming out. Thank you so
Kiss
much
friends right on the lips.
for kiss your friends right on the mouth. It is through community we can make amazing things happen. We hope you feel super welcome here. Give your friends consensual kisses if you want,
Yeah.
and
Awesome.
roll the clip.
You didn't see him, but he whippersnipped right at
What is a lawnmower? Like a wick tickler?
That's the lawnmower.
Do not tickle your tip with a lawnmower.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
All right, so
The
for
old
those of
tip
you
tickler.
just joining us tonight, last week the Nard Guard.
No. No. I refuse.
Testing it out, just testing it out, see how it fits.
No.
Are we the Nard Guard? I love
No.
that. When did we have this discussion?
No, I
We met a
say
friend.
no.
His name is Nard, and we will protect him with our
No,
lives.
I don't want that to be our name.
Hashtag Nardnuclack.
Was that the chat water that I missed?
It was
Yes.
the guy who was like
Nard
Lenko.
guard.
No, I know.
It was Lenko.
We
wants
didn't
to die.
decide that Nard was
don't
the
worry.
name. Tim's just fucking around.
The other
and
one
that's
that we
not our
liked. The
name.
other one we liked was Knucklebones.
The Knucklebones.
The Knucklebones.
Yeah.
Nardguard's pretty strong.
I don't like it. I prefer Knucklebones.
Wait.
I'll vote.
Wait. Last
No.
week,
Official vote?
Okay. No, this is
last week, the whippersnippers.
Let's hit go.
Tip ticklers.
No.
So the lawnmowers.
Made their way through Wraithmoor.
We'll find it.
After
get there.
defeating the two warp fiends and the spectral harbinger that ambushed them in the cave. They encountered other arcane oddities in the wasteland. As they came to an area that was marked on the coin, they found a tiny servant made from an oil lamp, looked to be terracotta, that contained a long-forgotten message. They then continued on to find the hidden shrine of Tyrax, where they were ambushed by Bastion Dane, attempting to get the treasure before them, where he and Shy got into a tussle, and her blood was spilled on the ground, awakening the Ash Guardian of the shrine. The fight was difficult. The party managed to subdue the Ash Guardian and retrieve the artifact, an ancient wand, and the third piece of the map, revealing ley lines on this ancient map.
So cool.
And that is where we pick up as you collect the rest of the items that are around.
Quick note. Arcane Oddities is a pretty great name.
For sure.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Snow Griffin's blood.
Snow Griffin's trying
Shot out of the sky.
That was just like a wow.
I'm going to make a note of that.
I like it, but Adam apparently doesn't. So
There's now a rival party out there.
Whatever Ghost Fingers.
Yeah, with the ghost finger.
no, I don't like that either.
Oh, ghost finger.
I feel like it's because we've just completed a really arc
Yeah.
of it that they're all like, we gotta have a fucking name now. Anyway, continue. Tim.
Nardguard.
Yeah, Nargar.
So you are still in the shrine down below, kind of in. It's evening, I believe. It took you most of the day to kind of get here, so it's not fully dark outside yet, but it is evening.
I'd like to attune to the wand.
You'd like to attune to the wand. Do you want to sit in attune?
Shall we get out of the tomb?
This is a good question, because everything up there is bad. And it does seem like we kind of took out all the nasty things.
I
down
think we
here.
should stay in
Stay
here
in
and
here.
get a rest because
We
I
can
know
message Ben.
I don't think we should teleport out of here.
No, God, no.
I think we should.
Good call.
We should. If we get back to the shore where Zigra dropped us off, we can call her and see if she'll port us back. Because I think we should teleport out of Vermalhask, not Wraithmoor.
I mean,
All right.
as long as we're in Wraithmoor, is there anywhere, nearby that we can, get to? Do we
It-
go rogue and,
The only place that I know that's anywhere, because we're here.
yeah.
The only
we're
place
deep in
I
the
know
sauce.
that is close by here that,
You could try
Vermalhask-
traveling over the mountains.
Oh, God,
No,
that sounds
that
like an
sounds
ordeal.
good.
Yeah,
Where's
back
Mike?
The
to...
Runehark Empire is along the mountains there.
and then
Like
Keshoera is
the
over
Dwarven
here.
Kingdom is in there.
Ooh,
Or
Dwarven
actually, it's a
Kingdom.
little farther.
Runehark's up here, and then where I'm
So
from
we're in
is
the
over
middle of
here.
nowhere. We're in
Yeah.
the middle of nowhere.
I will say, and I'm always one to try and get the job done, but with all your conversation about, the love of the game, there's a lot of treasure out here.
I mean, is there?
Almost certainly, yeah.
I mean, that's why the Dathians send parties out here all the time. They're out on retrieval parties, scouring the wastes.
Yeah, but genuinely, I don't know dick all about treasure hunting. We
I
had
know.
a third of a map, and that got us pretty
I'm
excited.
just saying, maybe our route back isn't the same as we took here. Keep our eyes open for anything of interest.
I mean, we could head straight to the coast and call her from there.
It'll take us about a day to get back where she dropped us off.
I mean, if we, instead of going, we go by, come maybe to here.
Yeah, but
A
I mean,
little higher.
we can't. We're gonna say what? Travel up the coast?
Yeah, yes.
I mean, look, you know me, I love adventure, but I also hate camping. So, unless we have something specific we're going for, just trundling over
If
a
I
mountain
have a
seems
sense
bad.
of how long it would be if we trekked this way.
Uh,
I
If
know
you went-
we went this way.
if you went just straight east,
Eastward.
eastward,
'Cause we're here. And if we, because Keshoera is here
Yeah.
at the mountain.
You're not totally sure. You figure it took you a few days to get where you are there.
That was
You
about-
reckon it'd probably take
week
you
and
about a
a half.
week? Yeah, maybe a little over a week, depending on the terrain. You're not exactly sure what the terrain is like over there. It's
I'm not in any rush to go home. But if we're looking for safe haven, our easiest bets are going to be back to Vermalhask or over to Keshoera.
And Vermalhask is where Gates Vale is based.
Now, I know
It's
that.
true. Yeah.
I'm wondering.
Might be bad to take the wand
That's what I'm
back to
saying.
them.
It's not
yes.
about me. It's about the wand.
Yeah.
Good point.
The other thing I was thinking, and I think you're right with the wand, and we don't owe them anything. But our thought was that maybe they've been bringing the priestesses of Nephthysket here.
Maybe.
Maybe we should message Ben and see if he has a suggestion of a good place to meet.
I don't think we should cast anything powerful in this area.
The sending is not more powerful than what we've been casting already.
Maybe.
Let's at least get arrested.
Gideon-
'Cause we,
well-
Gideon is a smart man, and a dickhead like Bastion, Gideon would be able to read him. He'd have contingencies, and it wouldn't be surprising if one of those contingencies is rely on a more reliable team that he doesn't have to pay, have them come back to Vermalhask, fuck him over there.
We also have to figure out what we're going to tell Ben. We have found a lot of relics in the tomb that he sent us to find, and he requested one.
I think we would
I
quite
think all of
we'd
these are
keep
fair
him.
game.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's going to get picky about it. He's a very powerful man.
He was alright with us keeping the other magical items
He
we got
also-
in the
yeah.
chest other than the pen.
But
also
he knew about the pen.
But he
But he knows about the wand.
knows about the wands.
Or he knows about the artifact.
You knew about an artifact. You didn't specifically ever say it was a wand.
Thank you, God.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I guess we
You're
could
saying,
give him any of the
You're saying give
artifacts.
him something that isn't the wands.
That's a crazy idea, but I like where
Can
you're
I
going.
Ask like
I'd-
a stupid question, maybe.
Never stupid question.
What? Well, some of, I do have some stupid ones.
Okay,
sometimes.
well,
I throw them in with the smart ones just for fun.
Right,
Yeah.
I understand.
I'm wondering, do we know why he wants the
Well,
wand?
what he said, he just wants it out of Gideon's hands.
And my sense is that if I'm putting a couple pieces together here, from what we saw on that island, the Dathians already have a ley line map. And Shy starts taking out some of my really nice paper. I'm gonna make a copy of this map for ourselves.
Yeah.
And the thing I don't know is that is this a map that if the ley lines are to shift, it shifts as well, or so I can or if this ley line map is actually accurate to the way it is now, because our thought was that the ley lines emanated from Asari, but that's not the case. They actually emanate from this grove or this forest right here next to it. So my theory, at least if I'm putting a couple things together, is that whatever happened here triggered the eruption, and I'm
Or
gonna
it could
make
be some sort of subterranean connected to the volcano.
yeah. I'm gonna make a copy of this map. So even though
Yeah.
this will be the map with the wand that Ben will be wanting, because he knows about this map, he knows about that corner, right? And we need the wand to read it. But if I make a copy of this map, we don't need the wand to read it, and then we have it.
Well, then I think that's a great idea. So, you want to take the wand for a spin.
I'd love to see what it
We love
does.
Then-
the idea of sleeping here.
Ben sent us here and said 2 parties are going after this artifact, and I want it to not be one of them, and I'm the other party.
Yeah.
So he wasn't saying, he was saying bring me the artifact, but he was mainly saying keep it out of their hands.
Which is what we're doing.
Let's sleep on it,
I do have
and
one.
let Thistle take a run at it.
Yes, I do have one other point to make. I wonder whether or not Ben is the one necessarily calling the shots, or if he's part of a larger group.
But I mean,
Because he seems to have a lot of knowledge and resources about what is happening, that he might be working with others. He worked with your mother for a time.
well, from my understanding with what Mr. Moss was saying is that he tried to get some teach-ins through the Vaitoma, but they wouldn't take him because he doesn't have inborn magic, and the college is, or the academy is very particular about that, as a lot of colleges are. So he's studied and learned himself, and he learns his knowledge from books.
I'm just saying he might. I wonder whether or not he's working with a conglomerate of sort.
I mean, if this knowledge is as powerful and important as we think it is, which I believe it might be, then I wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple people as powerful as him who...
Because it's not that I don't trust him, it's just the origin of the coin is rather convenient.
Does our boss have a boss? Is what you're
Yes.
saying.
Or is part of a
Or
larger
college.
group, yeah.
Because he said he worked his way up through the guard in Tywin, and he became powerful of his own volition, a self-made man.
Well, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said
Every
he
man.
was a member of the guard for a
Right.
time.
Everyone
time,
has a
yeah.
teacher.
Yeah, who was his teacher?
I am curious. I mean,
I
know
will
him
take
better
some
than I do.
take some time and sit with the wand.
I'm gonna.
Oh, should we maybe take a sleep just in case
Yeah,
it
let's-
tries to fry your brain?
Oh, okay.
Let's take a rest.
first.
I'm gonna spend the
Something will happen when I level up.
first bit, and I am going to. Now I know last time I made a copy of this map for Bastion, which we never had. I guess I can just use that one and trace the lines, but I want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. Would y'all be able to give me some help with that?
Yeah, guidance.
Okay.
What check
Actually,
would this be? Because I might not.
You know what?
Sleight of hand.
Oh, I definitely have some proficiency.
If we do it in the morning,
If we do it in the morning, I can take enhance ability.
I've got. He's giving me.
I'm giving.
I know.
Bardic Inspiration.
Oh,
Which
okay.
gives you advantage, yeah.
A little guidance.
Yeah,
and he
guide,
gave
I
me
go
that.
get guidance.
Okay,
But
so I'm gonna we're gonna take the wand and we're gonna illuminate the map, and I'm going to trace
Yep.
the ley lines.
can you give me a quick list of what we found? So it was
I
a
have
wand.
it.
Including Bastion's boots. Don't forget those.
Yes,
Yeah.
Bastion's nice leather boots.
They did survive the. Yeah, smart.
You have to take the feet out.
I don't want to.
They're so tight.
7, so
Oh,
18.
luckily I
There
have
was
telekinesis.
a
23.
belt. It looked. It looks like a hide belt with maybe blue scales on it. A needle with some kind of liquid inside, and a dragon claw at the end, like an ornate dragon claw, like a metal one.
This is the list you sent me already, right?
There's an amulet. It's probably about yay big. No one's looking. About yay
Oh,
big.
yes.
Bearing the image of a dragon's head encircled with ash and rubies.
Notes.
There is a dagger that looks to be fashioned from a dragon's tooth. There is a broken translucent tooth that's a broken translucent fang that's it's probably about yay big. And
The rod.
a rod with it's a wooden rod. It looks like a kind of a dark wood, and it's topped with a dragon's head, a metal dragon's head, and its mouth is kind of open.
Well,
I've already done it.
Broken
'cause
rod,
I leveled
you
up
say.
before.
No, the rod is intact.
We haven't
But
slept
we
yet.
have to rest first.
yeah, of course.
Also, for everyone at home, we leveled up.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
Oh.
Yeah. You
Hold on,
know,
hold on,
you
take it back,
We
take it
did-
back, take it back.
No, I take it back.
Yeah, cut. Can we just run that again?
We'll run it again.
And action on
When you
two.
sleep, you level up.
What?
It was because we already talked about it in the
know,
chat
if
water
you-
last week.
If you were a patron, then you'd
Yeah,
know.
you would've
already.
known.
You'd have known already.
What the fuck?
So I was saying,
I don't even know.
I will say what I did was
Where am I?
I've shuffled some of my stuff around because I had
That's
a lot
level
of
3,
attacking
right?
spells that just were never coming up. So I took Identify because it's just so much more.
Yay!
I'm really leaning into the I'm a support rogue.
We
Good.
learned.
'Cause I want to know what the stuff is.
yeah.
How many
I
spells
was
do you
like,
get per day though?
a two.
Forward that email to everyone.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I didn't.
I'm gonna
really
just
wa-
copy everything and I'll
I
put it
didn't
in the
want
group
to take
chat.
these back to Daddy Moss and be like, tell me what they do.
Yeah. I like.
We gotta get our own
Moss.
tech guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Tim,
Someone to share with
It
the
is.
classes.
It is a ritual though.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
got
Letter
it.
style.
Yeah,
Just take an
I
hour.
can just we just take a long time.
I'm putting
have a-
everything in the group chat
An
right
hour
now.
per thing?
It's
An
gonna,
hour
it's
per
gonna
like
take
11
it's gonna
minutes.
take 70 minutes for
For
me
all
to
of them.
go through all. Of them.
Oh, that's
Oh,
I thought
that's
you meant an
great.
hour per thing. I was
77
like
minutes.
full
Yeah.
8 hour
Oh,
day.
this is copied poorly.
You're
but
the
it's
letters
there. They're all
now.
Is it what they do as well?
there. Yep, everything is there.
Oh,
I'm the letters now.
But
Oh, great.
but
But that is in the
wand
morning.
as well.
I will
no,
essentially
not- so
when
the
everyone
wand-
is eating their breakfast and stuff, I'll just
so
sit
the
in
wand and the
corner.
translucent fang, those are actionable and at the table. Tim did not send me the
Okay.
stuff around those. Everything else we have information on. I think we should take a watch. I think we should take a watch though, Sorry, I realized I was
Change
talking. I was like, let's not meta that. Let's character that. Yeah, I don't. If Bastion was able to, there could have been. He was following us. There could have been someone following him for safekeeping. So let's.
I'll take second watch. There's something I've been working on with my friends
Yeah.
that might be useful.
Absolutely. Hey, do you have all those marbles or whatever you had?
The ball berries.
Yeah.
Oh, the ball
We
bearers?
should just throw those on the stairs if
Oh,
anyone's coming down. It's
no.
a little slippy.
I during the heist I used them all.
You used all 10,000.
Yeah.
You used 10,000 ball
I
bearings?
threw a full bag because
the bag
they
and
kept
threw
giving
it.
me shit for putting like a small amount of ball bearings down. So I was like, "Fuck you guys!" Hi-ya!
Yeah, absolutely.
Full Home Alone.
I'm happy to take a watch. I'm pretty. I'm not great.
Why
Shy.
don't you get some rest? There's enough of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take second watch with you if you want. Okay.
I'll take first watch.
Right?
We've just got like a vial or something. I'll just like break up some glass and like scatter it on the stairs.
On the
Anyone
stairs,
comes
yeah.
down.
Take first one.
Kind of sinks into
Yeah.
ash, like everything. There is ash kind of on everything down here.
Yes.
Kind of toss it in. I'll have you, whoever's making the first or doing the first watch, I'll have you make perception checks for
And
that.
once I sleep, the poison condition does that?
I think it only lasted a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perception, you said, sorry?
Yes.
6.
6.
Use the time to identify.
Math, 23.
23. Okay. Miri, you start looking at John Wick, and
He's
you're
so
just
cute.
so tickled by this little tiny servant. You glance around, it's quiet, and you just go back to spending time with John Wick, who seems to gravitate towards you.
Oh, yeah.
Fork still?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's still got.
I
his
like the
little
idea, like,
294.
when he sees Miri watching him, he just kind of does, like, a little dance. Because he's like, I'm being observed.
He goes like
He's
this around.
spinning it
He's like,
around.
please perceive me.
And his
Please
lifelike.
I'm just a
play-
little guy.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
Thistle, with your 23, you go up the stairs and sort of gaze out into this, this kind of desolate valley. And it's quiet. It is relatively quiet. Again, that sort of eerie quiet that sort of permeates everything here. And you keep an eye out for a while, and
When I see that it's quiet up top, I would also like either before I went up or as I came down to wake someone, I want to just take sort of a lap of the place and just sort of see if there's any on the mosaics.
oh yeah, yeah.
If there's any sort of anything interesting that I can glean from them, or anything that I can sort of piece together about the story it's trying to tell.
Yeah. So you see there are a few depictions. They're the kind of major depictions. There's one where you see Tyrax atop a hill of sorts, and you can see underneath the hill is made of bone. And in front of him, you can see what looks like just to be a sprawling army on a field of grass that goes on.
Human army? Hard to tell.
It's hard to tell. Some of them look human, some of them you can see look elvish potentially. And you see around Tyrax this flame that extends out over top of that entire army. And it just goes on. Like the mural goes on for a while, and the flame you can see is just above this army. It seems to be like, and Tyrax is alone atop this hill. It seems to depict some kind of cataclysmic event. You also see one of the mosaics closest to the shrine itself. You can see Tyrax being stabbed from behind. You see a sword sort of pushed through, and you can see the kind of like jeweled eyes. Like his eyes have been replaced with rubies, and the ash is kind of encircled. You can't see the smoke that's been carved into it obscures whoever it was. And
Anything I can tell from like the appearance of the sword? Can I make out like what the sword looked like?
looks like a long sword. You can see it has the very end of it almost has like a slight hook carved, like notch kind of cut into it. And the other thing you see is near the bottom of the stairs, you can see there is a almost like a wider, a farther perspective mural that's been carved, where you can see Tyrax atop what looks like a dragon riding a dragon, and you can see behind there are a number of other dragon riders or next to Tyrax in sort of this formation. And again, you can see armies have been carved smaller, and there's 3 distinct kind of sets of armies kind of over top, and they sort of loom large, and you can see the landscape as it is, and you notice there's a familiar feature of that river. This seems to be some kind of depiction of
what happened here.
What happened here.
And the what color are the dragons?
The dragons,
Or they're
everything
all
is
different
stone, but
color?
everything is
Oh, it's not colored.
yeah. But there are areas where things have been encrusted with rubies. That seems to be a general kind of motif. There are a lot of rubies in here. You can, as you're sort of brushing away some of the ash, you can see the kind of glint. So everything seems to be sort of encrusted with, or outlined with rubies and things like that.
Okay, but I can't tell what color the dragons they were riding would be. Okay. And then what I'd also like to do is I'd like to take my wand of secrets, and I want to see if any of these mosaics have any sort of secrets or passages or buttons or.
Smart.
You go through.
Wand will pay off one day.
One day, Tim, there was a point there where you like changed the syntax of your sentence, but my brain picked it up as the same sentence, and you said he's atop a dragon, and then you were like riding a dragon, like he's riding a dragon, and my brain
Riding
went,
a dragon.
he's atop a dragon riding another
That's
dragon. I was
also
like,
what I
that's
heard.
sick.
I heard
I'm like, oh my
I'm a lot
god,
more invested in
This guy was 2 dragons deep.
just
That's
stacked
a name.
dragons.
That's a good a tavern name.
Two dragons
The
deep.
2 dragons are in a trench coat so that they can, pull themselves off as a hydra.
Oh my god.
Okay, I would wake whoever wants to go.
I finish teaching John Wick how to sword fight with a fork, and I go to bed.
He seems pretty good at it. Yeah. Okay.
I will look over at Shy. I want to figure out what these two.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm just gonna kind of press some of my ghost over to giving a bardic for your perception.
Thanks.
I'll be a little distracted.
Yeah, I got you.
And then I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna draw out circles in the ash, 8 circles.
Okay.
Guidance.
And I'm gonna
Before I go to bed.
sit down. And over the course of the next 90 minutes, I've worked out that's about how long it's going to
Yeah.
take. I'm facing the same direction, and each time I finish an item, just something lifts the next item, and the circle kind of rotates in this almost like a pentagram, but of various circles interconnected. As I just sit down, and essentially especially I think here in Wraithmoor. It would almost seem like there's 8 figures standing over each item, moving the item, because it's so concentrated here as I cast Identify on everything, including the wand, but I'm going to do the wand last in case my brain gets melted.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to identify everything before I get brain
My
melted.
perception check was only a 10.
Okay.
19.
19.
I'm
You're
also
awake too.
awake.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say if to narratively justify that, I think Shy is distracted trying to draw the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you both have your crafts that you want to do.
We're
I do
crafting.
not go out. I
You're-
just
you're
look
not-
up the.
And it's quiet. As
Yeah.
you look out the door, nothing seems to go by.
All right, John, let me
To
teach you how to sword fight.
copy-
Oh, you're good?
To copy the map, 10, that's a 24.
24. Yeah, you create an excellent copy of the map.
And would use the copy that I gave Bastion, the 33, and the 24 is just to copy the late one.
Yeah. And you basically copy the ley lines out with red or whatever you choose, but it's visible, so it's not. You don't know how to make it invisible like it is on the end.
I think Shy definitely. I would make the ley lines red because of the what we've seen on the globe and the blood.
line,
Just taking a little bit off of my body. No, I'm just kidding.
So
Wait.
you go through
So
the.
before we get to the important things, I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
have something more important.
A joke? Is it?
Just for my little watch, as I'm sitting there looking at the thing, I do have John Wick with me, who presumably does not sleep. With prestidigitation, I would like to show him just a series of objects trying to determine what his ideal treat would be. Like, I want to know what things I can give him to buy his affection.
Okay.
Like, does a cookie, does that get him excited? They're just images. They're
Yeah,
like,
he's trying to hit
you know,
it.
like oil for like an oil lamp. Oh,
Yeah.
he likes that.
He's
Yeah.
like, he starts poking your hand with the
Okay,
fork.
like new wicks.
And
Is
he
that
like, you
exciting?
see, he like grabs his like wick and goes like that.
Okay, he likes the oil.
Oh, he's a greaser.
Other candles. You like that?
He
No.
sort of scratches himself.
Matches. Is that exciting?
He hits it out of here.
Okay, this guy's an oil guy.
He likes oil. I think we found it in 2.
Little shoes.
Ah.
Little shoes and a tiny hat.
He does tap on the little
Oh.
shoe.
Okay, we'll circle back to that.
He's intrigued.
Intrigued by tiny.
He wants to
shoes.
accessorize.
So I've got boot, belt, needle, amulet, dagger, broken fang, rod, and then wand is the last.
Great, okay.
And I know I can just.
But you read them out loud for the folks.
Yeah.
So the boots are just fancy ass boots.
Oh,
They're just
they're not
pretty.
magical?
They are not, and they are not magical.
I don't believe that. We're gonna have to take that to someone more powerful.
The next is the belt.
Belt, yeah.
This is a blue belt dragon or a blue dragon hide belt. It's finely detailed, made of dragon hide, and while wearing it, you gain a bonus to the saving throw DCs of your key features or focus features. The bonus is determined by the belt's rarity. This is an uncommon, so it's a +1. In addition, you can use an action to regain a focus point equal to a roll of your martial arts die.
I like this one.
Yeah, that
This
one's
action
got
is
Thistle
This
all
is
over
Thistle.
it.
Next dawn, so you can use basically once a day. And then the next was the
Needle.
Yeah, this is a dragon claw tattoo needle. Basically, you can attune to this item by holding the needle to your skin where you want the tattoo to appear, and you press it through, and the ink kind of magically goes on. So it gives you two things. Magical strikes, so when the tattoo's on your skin, your unarmed strikes are considered magical for the purpose of overcoming immunity and resistance to non-magical attacks. You gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with unarmed strikes. Eldritch Maul is the other ability. As a bonus action, you can empower the tattoo for 1 minute. For the duration, each of your melee attacks with a weapon or unarmed strike can reach a target up to 15 feet away from you as inky tendrils launch toward the target. In addition, your melee attacks deal an extra 1d6 force damage on a hit. Once used, this bonus action can't be used again until the next dawn, so you kind of get that one.
Get that ink-empowered bear.
Next was the
Amulet.
So this is a +1 amulet of the devout. It requires attunement by a cleric or a paladin. This amulet bears the symbol of a deity. In this case, what you assume Rythax. And while you wear the holy symbol, you gain a bonus to your spell attack rolls and saving throws. So it's a +1 to both of those. And while you wear the amulet, you can use your channeled divinity feature without expending one of its features' uses.
Whoa.
Oh, and you just got upgraded to 2 a day,
So you
yeah.
got
So it's now 3.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
genius.
gonna channel a lot of divinity.
Once you use that, then you can't use
If I
the
wear
next
it, do I get a channel?
I'd be mad if you. Well, actually, we'll at the table.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 2 dragon gods. That's.
dagger.
The dagger's next. I'm assuming this dagger's definitely for Mark.
Definitely remark. It's a dragon tooth dagger. It's a +1, and it adds 1d6 fire damage to attacks. It requires
Mark.
Very simple.
Sick.
It
Actually, I think it's
bonuses
this
to
Thistle
killing
thing.
people that you don't want to.
That's how you get Mark.
So
That's how
many
you
D6s
intrigue
to
him.
my shit.
Rob,
The broken fang.
the broken fang.
Yeah, this is the
I
one
don't know this one.
I know because I didn't tell you.
Rude.
So this fang can be used one of 2 ways.
This thing.
It can either be sewed
Or eaten. Can I eat it?
or implanted.
Whoa!
Implanted in a
It's
stomach.
got big Mark energy.
When sewed, it summons a creature.
So,
So-
Like
Onto
sewed
your-
into your clothing.
No, thrown into the ground, like
Yeah,
sewed.
planted.
Oh, sewn into the
planted
body.
Or thrown into a body of water. And it summons 1 adult red Dracolich.
Whoa.
That's
Sorry,
a dragon.
what? Just
That's a
lich?
more powerful dragon.
That's an undead.
Just once?
Just once.
One time use.
Yeah, so once you implant it, once you sew the teeth, The tooth burrows into the ground and vanishes, leaving no hole, and it vanishes or the water. And the creature noted in the creature summon column appears in the unoccupied space. The creature is an ally to you and speaks the languages you speak and lingers for 10 minutes before disappearing, unless otherwise noted. And then it disappears.
That's our
What
just
happens if
fucking
you
what
stick,
happens
what
singular
happens if you stick it in
option.
your
What happens
face?
if you eat the heart?
If you implant it,
The heart.
the tooth can't be removed while you are attuned to it. So
Okay.
you attune to it, and you can't voluntarily end your attunement to it.
So it's cursed.
It's removed if it's removed after your death. The tooth vanishes. You can have a maximum number of. There's other teeth out there. Total of 2.
Teeth. More teeth.
I want this one.
I also want this just purely from.
That's your.
It's doing
your
the
fin
worst
showing.
option, yeah.
And then what it does if it is implanted. Sorry, let me just. I had it up a second ago and then I moved away from it. I apologize. There it is. You can use the tooth to cast Create Undead spell. The Create Undead spell. Once this property is used, it can't be used again until the next dawn. Each time you create an undead creature using the tooth, a skeleton, zombie, or ghoul also appears at a random location within 5 miles of you. Searching for the living to kill. A humanoid killed by these undead rises as the same type of the undead at the next midnight.
So you start
Okay,
a plague?
So
you
no,
start
no,
the
no,
zombie
okay, so
apocalypse?
let me clarify this.
So-
So you summon an undead as an ally.
You create an undead, yep. You
And then
use
a
that
different
spell,
undead.
and then
Of the
another
same
undead
type.
within 5 miles of you
appears.
appears.
and it goes to hunt living things.
Here's what
And
you
the
do.
ones that it kills
Can I-
also
can
come
we
back.
first
Here's what
more
you do.
of
You
it.
fly 10 miles up into the air, you cast a spell, you fly back down.
So
that undead is dealt
basically,
with.
when you use it, you start a zombie apocalypse.
Well, you could. I'm not saying
Awesome.
you do, but you
I'm gonna put unknown for who that's going to, but
You
listen,
get this
I
one.
know
I
you
get
said
the
that's
next. No,
my-
you get this one. I get the next 2.
I know you're saying that's my finish on. Finn didn't choose to eat the heart. Adam chose to eat the heart. Adam chooses violence.
All right.
And the rod.
The rod.
get
This
the
is the
next two.
rod of vapor. I don't think this one requires attunement. I'll have to double check that, but I don't think it does. The wooden rod is topped with the dragon's head, carved with the yawning mouth. While holding the rod, you can use an action to cause a thick mist to issue from the dragon's mouth, filling your space. And as long as you maintain concentration, you leave a trail of mist behind you wherever you move. The mist forms a line that is 5 feet wide and as long as the distance you travel. The mist you leave behind you lasts for 2 rounds, and the area is heavily obscured on the first round and lightly obscured on the second, and then it dissipates.
So it's kind of like a smoke stick. You just crack it and run.
Yeah.
Cool.
And when the rod has produced enough mist to fill 10 5-foot square areas, the magic ceases to function until the next dawn.
Nice.
So it's a smoke screen.
How big is it?
It's probably about this big. It's not huge.
How big is John?
John Wick.
It's too big for John.
Too big for John.
Too big for
Could
John.
we strap it to John?
John is like
tiny.
this big.
Yeah, he's like a regular lantern.
He's like a
Fuck,
little.
'cause that'd be
lamb.
the sickest shit. Go, John, go!
That is cute.
Like lighting the torch.
What
If
if
you
the
cast
rod is
enlarge, if you cast enlarge on him and then give it to him.
Alright,
absolutely.
We need a rod of enlarge.
And then before, okay, so before I'm gonna like the ritual's gonna pause for a second, and I'm going to explain what each of these items do to Shy and Mark,
Sick.
and then I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do the wands now.
If Thistle will wake up for this. If he's had his long rest, I want to.
It's only been an hour.
It's been 80 minutes, brother.
Yeah.
We're not going to do anything with it. I just want you to know, like, we should know what it does, and then we can decide about what to do with it in the morning. Well, if while you're awake, is that one for me?
The belt, yeah.
Okay.
I've marked down who I think each person which item would be best for each person. So
Well, I trust your judgment. You probably know this shit better than I do.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to. Not attune. I always said I was going to
before,
attune. Not that. A different thing.
Before you do that, before you figure out what this wand does, it has the potential to hurt you.
Yeah.
Do you want... What?
Did
What
you
are
just
doing?
spill?
You did a spill.
I did a spill.
I was trying to get it.
Oh no, that's okay. I'll figure it out.
What's spilled?
My water on my book. It's okay.
Oh,
I'll
it's
figure it
because
out.
the liquid is blue, but that's from your marker.
Mhm.
Very.
And it's not a water. It's not a permanent marker. I will figure this out in a moment. It's great. It's water. It's everywhere.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to get the spill before it set in too much.
It's okay. Do you want me to break you out of it if this thing starts hurting you?
Yeah, if my eyes roll back and
And your nose starts bleeding?
Yeah, and I start chanting unknowable speech, just punch me in the jaw. That should knock me out of it.
Okay.
Great.
I'll create the bond, just in case
The
you're
bond.
unable to talk. You know, just one more avenue.
If it starts leaking in, break it.
Okay.
I'm going to identify this wand.
Okay. This wand's name is Greyfire.
Oh.
As you identify it and start to learn more, you can sense there is a great potential that you are unable to tap into fully. There is more potential in this wand that is dormant. But at the moment, the wand grants a +1 to spell attacks and saves, as well as resistance to fire damage, and saves that would cause the blindness effect. You also gain dark vision up to 60 feet. You gain the ability to detect ley lines. But there is you realize as you're sort of figuring it out, it gives that ability, but there is something else to it. It's almost like having half of the puzzle piece. There is another, if you can tap into them, but you can't necessarily control what that tap does. It's almost like you can turn a tap onto full blast or turn it off. But you get the sense that there is a way, if you learn more about ley lines, that you could control that flow.
Fuck, that's sick as hell.
That's so cool.
It also gives access to the following 3 spells. The cantrip Smoke Shape, where you may shape masses of smoke, mist, or fog into any shape you want, although you will be incapable of fine detail. Once you have created the desired shape, you may give it a gentle push or a blow hard on it, propelling it in one direction with a speed of 30 feet. And you can only affect a cloud of smoke up to a large size, and a strong wind will rapidly dissipate the shape. The second is Wyvern Watch. You create a cloud of mauve smoke in roughly the shape of a wyvern, which you set to guard an area. If a creature of small size or larger approaches within 10 feet, the wyvern strikes at the creature, and that creature must make a dexterity saving throw or be stunned for 1 round. And as soon as a creature has succumbed to the wyvern's attack, or when 12 hours has passed, the wyvern will dissipate.
That's so powerful.
And the third is Dragon Breath. It's a 3rd level spell. You breathe a 30-foot cone of dangerous energy, just like a dragon's breath weapon, doing acid, cold, fire, lightning, necrotic, or poison damage. Each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw or take 3d10 damage of the corresponding type that you've chosen. And on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. And at higher levels, you can add a d10 of damage for each spell slot above the 3rd.
Great. Once I identify that, I'm going to stand up and, like Santa Claus, I'm going to place an amulet by Miri, the needle by Thistle, the belt by Shy.
Oh, I'm already wearing the belt.
And
I'm awake. I'm already wearing
I'm
it.
going to look at you. This will benefit you, but there's more to it.
Okay. Good. We love for development. I mean, it does occur to me that this is our job. But
It's gone now.
just
forever.
gone. We'll never see that again. Put that there. Wow, it's really good for touching.
Well, what Ben said was,
Good.
Ben's concern was to keep it out of the Gates Vale's hands.
Well, we can do
And we're
that.
no friends of the Gates Vale.
Don't love them at all. No.
So for now,
It benefits Ben to have his agents in the fields be more powerful.
It is true.
I think when we go back, we fill him in on everything.
I think we'd be honest.
Of course, we be honest. I mean, we have to be honest at this point. And if there's a case to be made for it, I think we should. If it's better with us, then it's better with us. But he might have other study for it. he might be able to, as you were saying, like, he may be able to figure out what that extra piece is and whether that's something he teaches Mark or shows us or he can do himself. This has bigger implications.
I think we can make
Than all of us.
I think that we can make the argument that the wand is best in Mark's hands.
I mean, also, for the record, we'll talk about this in the morning when all are awake, but Thistle did really have his heart set on, meeting the wand.
The wands won't do much for Thistle.
Well, we don't know. It might turn his brain inside out. It's always first person through the gate is,
He wants us to tune in case he dies. That's the real reason.
Look, we'll talk about it in the morning. We should make these sort of cataclysmic decisions.
We also have one more discussion to have in the morning about one of these items. The rod can go to any of us. It's like a smoke screen.
Rat.
The tooth we should talk about. It's a very useful tool, but it's objectively evil.
And what do you know? It's morning. We can talk with
Welcome
everybody.
to.
Yeah.
Everybody wakes up.
Morning, everyone.
We fill them in on
But
all the...
that's yours, and I'll explain to you what it does.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I don't know if it's an amulet of Rythax, but
Oh, we'll figure it out.
yeah,
It'll be fun.
I'm sure your deity is
Yeah.
chill.
No, not at all.
Oh.
And Mary's gonna.
Also, you notice something as you put it on, as it touches your skin. You normally run a little hot,
Yeah.
and this normally when you put things on, they initially feel a little cold. This feels perfectly at your body temperature. This item seems
Feels
to run a
good.
little warm.
Yeah.
Right.
This feels really good.
If no one's opposed, I'm gonna heat this knife.
Yeah, that's very
Absolutely
on brand.
should. Yeah.
I vote we don't put the teeth in anyone's mouth
No.
yet, because
Nope.
being able to just summon a dragon that likes us,
It's useful, yeah.
we have come up against some, say we got captured by that wizard. It's like, oh, wizard's so powerful enough for a dragon, and we summon it, and then we run away, and we let the dragon set fire.
I also think the danger of
If you did you explain it to us in full?
Yeah.
I also think the danger of starting some sort of zombie apocalypse is if we are
Too much of a
choosing
risk.
Mark's path of
Yeah.
not killing innocents.
But a zombie apocalypse does put a lot of work for adventurers in the world.
Everyone does need this.
It does
star.
create jobs, yes. It is a job creating
We're
initiative.
gonna get into racketeering.
It's not racketeering, it's supporting the...
You really jumpstart this village economy.
We are
But-
creating.
It's a
we
real
creating
trickle down
problems.
zombie
Now-
economy.
No, we're not solving it.
I
We
really like
create
Blackwater.
problems.
It was weird that campaign 2 went really into they became the villains of the story.
I'm just saying, sometimes you just have someone pump the gas, not because anyone needs
Just
it.
because we're
It
rich
could
doesn't
be,
mean we're the
That's
villains.
just being bad at racketeering.
We touched
we're
on
not
it. We
racketeering.
touched on it in campaign 1 with letters and his doom structure, and now we're going full into it.
We yeah, I agree that I don't want innocent people being hurt, but it could be a tool later on. If we are ever gonna go up against Gideon, what a great way to draw him to us.
Yeah.
But that's for
He would want this.
he would want that.
But no one wants the sexy dragon tooth.
I know.
No.
Okay,
gosh,
good.
no.
Not today.
Decided.
I'm gonna take a minute to
I'll hold on to it though.
I'll take a minute to attune to my needle.
Oh, do you want me to?
Do you want me to still attune to the wand?
Or do you want? Do you want the tattoo?
I would love the tattoo.
Okay,
yes.
great. I'm gonna take the needle and start tattooing.
It tattoos
It does
itself like
itself.
once you press it to the skin, but yeah, sure. You
Where are you getting your
Trying to be
tattoo?
cool.
Wait, I think what
Yeah,
happens
you
with
want the tat.
I think it's everywhere, isn't it?
It's like
You
some
choose
cool
where it goes.
trees.
I think what it
goes
is
for the body.
is unlike
Just a couple
down.
trees.
unlike a regular tattoo would be on regular skin. It almost looks like it's carved into like you
Like
would
an
into
etching?
wood.
Like an edging.
Yeah, so there's like actual like divots
That's so cool.
in it, like a reverse scarring.
Yeah.
Like a brand.
Yeah,
Like a
so
brand.
it would be
Yeah.
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 claws and teeth, all like
dope.
almost that you could mistake them for bear claws and teeth, but like all up the arms.
Or like markings as if you've been like bitten.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, like you've been clawed. Like I've been clawed.
Yeah,
like you know
a
how
bear
bears
marking.
leave.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those claw things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
As bears do.
Cool.
Cool.
And yeah,
And is it
the
on
ink
both
kind of
forearms or
seep
just the one?
into it.
I think both forearms. Like
Sure.
the parts of his arms that show out of his wood.
And we'll say the color of the ink can be whatever you want as well.
I think there's no color. I think
like
it's
that
just
white scarring?
it's just that sort of scarring, divoted look.
Cool.
So so just to clarify, I get a +1 bonus to my focus saves, and
Is that to save against your abilities, or is that
no,
for
it's
you to
the
save?
no. You gain a bonus to the saving throw DCs of my
Yeah.
my focus features.
Yeah, so
Your
when your
DCs,
your
yeah.
stunning strike is
Yeah,
more like
my stunning strike is higher, and then I can
Chef's
use
kiss.
an action to regain key points equal to 1d6 as of this point.
Oh, that's
Yeah, so I can use
sick.
an action to regain almost up to potentially all of my key points.
That's dope.
Quick question
My
for
focus
you:
points.
would you allow the Eldritch Maul to be enabled in wild shape form? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the
The
idea.
Emperor.
Ink bear.
That was the idea.
Otherwise, it's now just Thistle.
Well,
being
yeah,
like, come at me.
I mean, I could enable it before I became the bear, but then it would I would lose a turn essentially.
No, I
I see.
I allow it.
Yeah, because it's not a spell.
Exactly. It's like an ability, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just ability. These are very cool, Tim. Shout out.
Very
Thank you.
These are super cool.
Now the question is, someone's got to say hello to this, and I know that you.
I would love to.
Yeah, well then go on then.
Knock knock.
Well, there are some things that once you connect with them, you can't unconnect with them.
Is this one of those things?
It was so powerful. I don't know.
Is it a risk we want to take?
Is that a risk you want to take? Be pretty cool if you did.
I mean,
What if
it's got tree-like.
No, absolutely. I was saying it would be useful for Mark. It's not going to be not useful for you.
What
So
if,
Mark's okay with it, I'm
Oh
okay.
I-
yeah, you know.
What if, and I mean, this is a less fun option. If this is, and maybe this is my like inner wanting to finish the job, is that if we attune to, if you get comfortable with this now, and you can't get uncomfy with it later, we can't truly fulfill the job.
I mean, that's a lot of ifs and buts. Let's see how it does in Thistle. Let's see what does that do to you? You still want to say hello to that? You still want to get involved?
I do, but I don't know if it's me or Thistle. So I'm gonna roll for it. I'm gonna say if it's above, like 11 or above, I'm gonna resist the temptation. And if it's 10 or below,
Low.
That's 7, baby.
that's a 7.
Hey! Wow, fucking called the shot. That was
I'm
yuck.
gonna.
In attune, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
please.
there it is.
I'm good at those, I think.
Mark's never the first one through the door, for the record.
Can I guidance?
No, that's
No,
not guidance.
no, it's a saving throw.
Oh, that's cocked. Luckily. 15.
That's not.
As you go to attune to this thing, you feel a heat rising in your chest. And at first, you're sort of containing it. And then it very quickly feels like a burn.
Hot.
And you all start to smell smoke.
Hot. Hot.
And I'm readying like a wall of water to.
Is this normal?
Drop it.
No, power through. See what's on the other
I don't
side.
think we can know what's normal. It's
This is just a moment. We're
Is
just
there
in
like
a
smoke
moment.
leaking
yeah.
out of his
Is there anything? Are we
mouth?
seeing anything visual?
27. You start to see smoke emanate from his nose and mouth as you take 27 points of fire
I
damage.
slap it out of his hand.
Yeah, you're not able to attune to it as you drop it, and you see, you can see there is, where Thistle's heart would be, you can see there is like a burn mark on the wood of his chest.
Oh my god.
It's a wonderful item, just not for me. But I definitely attuned to it, and it was great. Very powerful, but
think-
just not for me.
If that's anything to go off of, if anyone's going to attune to this, we need to do some prep for it first.
Does that mean I can never attune to it?
You could try again.
Oh, you can't tell him
You're a
that.
fucking psycho, dude.
How much health do I have left after that? 27, you said?
You're gonna do it again.
Well, you have
No, I'm good.
you have advanced ability, right? Or enhanced ability, right?
Not currently.
Can you enhance yourself?
No, I'm saying like
No, I'm fine. I'm not
we
gonna try
can pick a
again. I'm
person,
We
we
make
can
an
we can
event.
pile it
Totally.
onto them and make it
You attune to it
happen.
when you're a bear?
Bird.
A lot of help.
So
But to be clear, I attuned to it. Everything went perfectly well. It's just not for me.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Make a deception check.
That's a very good.
That's a natural 20
Yeah.
plus 3 for
Fucking
deception.
My insight checks are so bad, and I
And
have
you're so good at
expertise. I'm so sad.
That's a 23.
I don't think
total
I've
with
ever
natural
rolled
20.
above a 10 on an insight check. It's so
Keep leveling
frustrating.
up into rogue, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I can't get any more than expertise. in
No.
an-
You know, roll below.
Oh right, yeah, but that's like a level 11.
Yeah, sure.
Well, good
Yeah,
to
you
know.
everyone thinks that I definitely attuned to it.
Great.
Okay.
Just put it down.
Yeah.
but it's not for me, so you've chosen to. So
I've
we
chosen to
believe
unattune to it.
Did
now.
you glean any new insights that we didn't know from the?
No, it is exactly as he said.
So Mark, do you want to attune to this?
It is spicy though.
Why didn't you like it?
It was very spicy. I'm not a big fan of spice.
It looked hot.
You started to smoke.
Yes.
So,
I'm a tree.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm totally fine.
Mark.
And he critted this deception.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
Yes.
Yeah, because like magic stuff happens all the time. Smoke comes out of mouths and these cool.
It's part of the tattoo. The smoke out of the mouth was part of the tattoo.
I do.
It was nothing to do with the wand. It was a remnant of the tattoo.
Well,
What if?
See, the tattoo added
No.
this beautiful.
Yeah, just in case
On
that
my
happens
chest.
but hurts you, because obviously it didn't hurt Thistle, but
No.
if it hurts you, why don't we try and shore up some defenses?
Let's
okay, yeah, we don't need the rush. We're not searching for ley lines.
Oh, we
today.
don't want to. Well, we're.
I mean, unless we have something. I'll do
But
it.
I think
Yeah, do
we're
it.
walking
It's
through
totally
Wraith-
safe.
We're walking
It's
through
totally
Wraithmoor
safe.
where there's a lot of ley lines.
He's saying it's absolutely.
He's absolutely safe.
Can I maybe?
I mean, if you have things,
can I
absolutely. What do you
Can I
got?
maybe offer
Oh my god.
one thought?
Uh-huh.
I'm still of the mind that I think preparing for it is a good idea. I'm also of the mind that this should be done in front of Mr. Moss. But that's just me. And I'm okay with being
I say we
overruled
do
on
it.
that.
We have
But
doing
let's
it in
hear me
front
out.
of
Hear me out. One last thing. If we are traveling through Wraithmoor with what is arguably an exceedingly powerful artifact of this land, something I know is that magic begets more magic. If we start wheeling this around Wraithmoor now, we don't know what's going to be drawn to that. When we were in that cave, those creatures just showed up. They gave us a heck of a run for our money.
I think you're right. My argument as to doing it now is plausible deniability. Because if Ben, you grew up in Yoren, or you spent time in Yoren, people fuck you over. Ben might not be a good guy. And so if we come in and say, hey, we found these items, there were so many, we wanted to know what they did. So
Esper, he's my brother's patron.
I know.
Also, it would have been rad if that freaky vampire showed up and we had a smoke dragon defending us.
Yes.
You know, like.
All it is to say is that
But that's what I'm saying is we have the plausible deniability.
I've got a bit more to lose with Moss than the rest of y'all do right now.
Oh, I get
Look,
that.
he's super powerful. If he really needs it back, he'll find a way to get it out. We don't even know. Look, wait! He attuned to it. And now he's saying you can attune to it. We know it doesn't stick to us.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just a little spicy.
That
We're
logic
in
totally checks
the
out.
clear.
But I mean, also, we could just wait until we get to Ben before we attune to it. I think.
It'll be a multi-day trip and that
But what you've said, based on what it helps with, I don't know if it helps enough.
helps guard
Should we
us.
ask? I could do cast sending and ask.
No,
him.
don't
We can. We
don't
should-
call our boss. Don't call our boss. Not yet.
Oh, okay. I'm so confused as to whether we trust him or not.
We do. Trust
Oh,
him.
you do?
Yes.
Really?
I have
Yes,
to.
Ben is
Feels
lovely.
a little
Ben is lovely.
detecting like.
I have to trust him.
Okay.
Ben is wonderful. I love Ben.
I don't trust anyone seeking power.
I mean,
Makes sense.
you
He
want
is-
him to attune to the wand. I
He's
could
been-
accuse you of.
He's been nothing but benevolent to us so far. He has been so gracious and so kind to my brother. He's keeping Mal and my brother safe. That he's allowing my brother to get the education that I could never provide for him.
It just makes me think, what's his angle?
I think that Moss, I have no reason not to trust him at this point, but Moss has been fucked over from what I can glean by a lot of people who believe that magic should be gatekept for people who are born with it. He has studied and worked hard, and that I understand. And I don't want, if there is any, and I'm sorry to be a naysayer about it, I really, and if y'all think that what attuning to it is the best idea, then I'm supportive of whatever y'all decide to do. But I don't want to add any fuel to a fire that if there is anything where he could be not as benevolent towards us as he has been so far, he's been so kind and so gracious, I don't want to add any fuel to a fire.
I will say he was very clear when we went for the pen. He said, do not use the pen. He just said, keep this out of their hands.
We know it's safe. We know we can shake it off if it doesn't work. And if we have the means to bolster my already robust mental defenses...
I didn't attune to the wand.
What?
I didn't attune to the wand.
Why did
I was rejected.
Why did you lie to us?
Because I was embarrassed. It burnt. It was awful. It felt like there was a fire in my chest. I couldn't attune to it. It didn't want to attune to me.
There's no
I don't know if it
Okay.
sticks to you or it doesn't.
Oh. Who?
I took some serious damage on the inside.
Couldn't get through that line, eh? Really course on that.
Oh, well, then I wanted to do it. That sounds bad.
Are you okay?
I need to sit down.
You took a pretty hard fall. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Catching your grandparents in lies is bad.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go to emerge.
It's making me think of the grape lady who falls out of the thing.
Yeah, I don't want this. I don't want this for me.
I like the idea that Thistle's been holding it together for so long, and now that the gates of the lie have opened, he's just like, oh!
Yeah, oh, yuck. No, thank you.
I might need another long rest.
No.
Do you need some healing or?
No.
Okay.
Well, we've got a bit of time in here. We're not in any rush to leave. So take a rest if you need to, Thistle.
Yeah, I actually do need to take a short rest. I took a lot of damage.
Yeah, that was a shit ton of damage, dude.
I'm below half health.
Grandpa just sits down. So, okay, so maybe
That smoke was your organs.
Yes.
Wow.
It burnt me from the inside.
Wow,
I took more damage from the wand than I did from the dragon.
Fuck.
We should wait till then.
Are you sure you don't want this? You don't want to try that too?
No. I mean, yes, I am sure that sounds bad.
Okay, well, here we go. Then perhaps we do this if you are gonna try.
No.
No, not
No,
now.
we've established we're gonna leave him
No,
for
but-
Moss. He can get burned.
Get
We can
burnt.
boost you. Give you a little boost.
A little boost. He burned his fucking liver was a furnace.
Heart.
His heart.
Talk about heartburn.
Okay, so we're not gonna do this now.
If you X-card every time I make a bad joke, I'm
I'm
not
not
at the table.
X-carding, I'm simply enduring.
Okay, so we've decided that we're not gonna do this now. We have.
Cowards. That's fine.
We have.
Okay, what have you got? What have you got as far as a defense?
Can we do this maybe?
We got you.
Yeah.
Advantage plus the D6.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. We can handle that.
And I can guidance you.
No, that's not
No
guidance.
guidance.
It's
It would
resistance.
be-
You have bless? Bless works.
No, I don't got no bless.
Fucking, that sounds great. We can absolutely do that.
Do you want
Oh, I do. I can
That
cast
works to
resistance.
Constitution
Yeah.
saving throw.
Resistance, yeah.
Yeah.
Gives you a D4.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere for an hour.
Yeah.
No.
D4, D6, and advantage.
an advantage?
Tim just called you cowards, so I mean.
Yeah.
That's
This
not
is-
really
this
do it.
this
Yeah,
fully
let's do
reminds me of Esper jumping the pit. I'm like, I'm gonna go over the table, and everyone
yeah.
else yells at me for being a coward. So you gotta jump the pit,
Absolutely.
dude.
So we got
Okay, I'm gonna give you a bardic inspiration.
resistance. That's a what, D6?
D6.
Shy,
Enhanced
looks,
ability.
Shy just kind of steps back
ability.
and just kind of leans back.
Plus
That's
my regular
that's a
roll.
D8, my friend.
Oh, and caught me in a sleight of hand. All right. Yeah, so I
Enhance ability.
enhance ability for advantage.
Resistance from Thistle.
For
Resistance
D4.
from Thistle.
And Bardic from me.
D6. Mark is going to
That's a con save, baby.
hold the wand out here. And
What's your con? Just out of
know.
interest. You're about to find out.
Mary's gonna take a step back.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. 25.
Whoa.
Okay.
I'm still gonna take half damage.
You focus on attuning and you feel that heat rising in your chest. You do take 14 points of fire damage. It's cut in half. As you exhale, this plume of smoke just blows out of your nose and encircles you and dissipates. You watch as Mark's eyes take kind of a reddish orange hue. The pupils kind of take this reddish orange hue. And you have successfully attuned to Greyfire.
Oh,
Dude, that's a powerful object, dude.
that's very cool.
It is
Swish and
cursed.
flick.
You don't know that, but it you feel
can
the
he let it
power
go?
kind of surge.
Can you unattune?
Can you let it go?
I don't, because here's the thing: if I let go of it, then I have to try that again, and I genuinely don't know how that's gonna go.
I believe part of the test was can.
Well, we'll do that when Mr. Moss is here. Mr.
I mean, that would be embarrassing if you couldn't do it in front of Ben.
I am.
No, if I can't do it in front of Ben, then we're with the
Wait,
person
how
who
do you
can
feel?
sever it.
Do you feel like you can? If you want, do you feel like you could let go of it?
Oh, I could let go of it, absolutely.
Hand me the
But
wand.
you know what I mean? Like let
Look,
go. Right?
watch.
Can I take the wand of him?
You can take it away from him,
Yeah,
But
you
can you unattune?
take it away.
Well, that's
Yeah,
I will say the
what is attunement really?
the last person who carried that wand slaughtered thousands of people.
I'll be far more careful.
But I mean, we don't know if it was good people or bad people.
I don't think it is.
Yeah. I think that doesn't matter.
Genocide is bad, kind of regardless of
I
the
just-
morality of the people who got.
Please, we've done this now. All I ask with Moss is transparency,
I agree.
Yeah.
full honesty.
Sure.
Yeah, that's all. I'm if I'm having to be the down deeper about it, then
You
No,
sure you
it's-
don't want me to call him?
Yeah, we could call him now.
Call it.
Yeah,
him-
let's give him
know
a
what's
call,
up.
see where he
So-
would like to meet.
Also,
Tell
Tim,
him-
could you send me the...
Tell him we've found a cache of items.
Okay.
We attune to them in order to better
Understand them.
In order to better understand and extricate ourselves from Wraithmoor, which is a very dangerous location.
we should meet him in
And we should meet him in Keshoera.
In
Keshoera.
In Keshoera?
We're gonna
Yes.
we're
we
trying
can't-
to
Is that not where you
We
suggested?
can't, we can't bring that back to Valmask.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Gideon.
But maybe
Gideon-
if Ben feels confident teleporting to here, I trust his judgment.
I don't
It's
think
not it's
us-
not here, it's out.
Ow.
It's out.
We'll have a-
he might
we'll
be
be back.
If he wants to teleport here, and then we all walk with Mr. Moss.
Yes, he was very helpful last time.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, we'll meet him in Keshoera.
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 But he was very helpful last time we were in trouble.
He's a busy man. We can ask, but I doubt it.
Let's let him know where we are, then. Yeah.
And
So
Moss is like-
Wraithmoor, we'll meet him in Keshoera. We
We've-
found a bunch of items.
We've attuned to them.
We've attuned to the items.
to
including-
safely get them out.
Including the wand to safely get them out.
Maybe don't
Including-
mention.
Don't just say
Just-
we found a cache
yeah,
of
don't-
items and we've attuned
we don't have
to
to
them.
mention.
We
which
say we
items.
found what you're looking for.
We found the
We
artifact.
think we found
We
what
think
you're
we
looking
found the artifact.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Don't say
not
that it's a
treasure.
wand, just say that it's an artifact.
We can be honest, but we don't have to be honest.
Oh yeah, I know all about that.
Was there anything else
Sell
written
the
on the
bridge.
bottom underneath the
Yeah.
wand?
For the
No,
first
like I
Kaisar.
said, for the first Kaisar.
Okay, so I'll cast sending.
Okay.
This phoenix symbol on the bottom of the wand. Have we talked about that before? Is that the brand of the person who made the wand in our real world, or is that something that's significant?
You do see kind of a faint etching of a phoenix in there.
Okay,
Not
just
sure.
keep track of that.
Significance.
I
This is-
kill
this is
Mark
in
to
the
see if he
world.
comes back.
Okay, cool. So I'll cast sending. I'll say success. We're in Wraithmoor, found several items attuned for
Safety.
safe extraction. Meet in Keshoera
In 1 week.
in 1
Let's say 10
week
days.
or 10 days.
You hear back. This is excellent news. I will meet you there. Travel safely. That's it.
See, I think Ben, this is Adam speaking, I think Ben is more concerned about keeping it. It's either he's
Yeah,
the
no,
bad guy,
I
or he's
agree.
keeping it, he's just like, keep it out of their hands.
I, as Emma, agree. Shy does not.
Alright,
So,
Well, I'll say that in Esper's voice, I'll be like, I think his reaction suggests that he's not upset about
That's good.
the attunements.
We should get going while the day is still fresh.
because we're going to have.
That looks really good on you.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna put my knife in my belt and walk out.
Are we gonna? Do we have to go down around the rivers, or can we go across the river? Does the river still exist?
I don't know. I did see the start of the tributary system.
Many questions.
Yeah, where you saw it, it was not.
There's
no
we're about,
water.
We're about here.
There's a
right?
bit of orange water,
We're about
but it's
here?
not.
Where's Trumpet?
So it would, if we go a direct path, because Keshoera is up here.
How do
and
we cross that water section?
Through whatever the fuck that is.
That looks like a crater.
Yeah, that looks good. We
We
should
might
go
get some
there.
information from that.
Yeah.
Where
okay.
do we go? How do we get across the water? Swim?
It might be a swim. It might be. There might be something we could
I
use to
could become
fashion a
a
boat.
big whale, and you could all ride on my back.
How big's the water?
Mark could.
You don't know yet.
Mark could hover across with.
Well, let's get to the water and
We'll
decide
figure it
that.
out when we get to the water.
All right,
There's
we
a crater.
We go.
that I think we should.
We
So
head
start-
towards the crater.
We start making a direct line.
Southeast.
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 Okay, so you head out into the early light, that kind of muted light as you walk out. You come up the other side of the valley. It takes you a bit of time to kind of scramble through. Who's leading the way?
I'll be. Yeah.
Make
I'll
a
take.
survival check.
I'll take the back
Help
as
action.
always for.
Oh, wait, can I do
for
that?
to keep an eye on our
Yes,
our
help
back, our
action.
flank.
I'll be second from the back with John Wick.
Guys, which knife should be in the life steal?
24.
And fire or
24.
Fire and life
I would
steal?
start with the fire and go with the evil one.
You're more
second.
likely to get
sure.
some good stuff with that one, and then this one that you.
You
get really good.
travel for the first part of the day, and you get up and over that hill, and you can see more of that where there was the forest has been burned out. This part looks more like it was open, maybe grassland or hills. There are kind of these rolling hills where you can see there is debris and things like that. And you see some remnants of buildings and things like that, worked stone that's sort of littered together. And you can see kind of larger hillsides that have been blasted out. Just total devastation. As you get closer to where the edges of the river are, you can see you get to the edges of the river system. You can see that the river is probably about 150 feet wide. It
So there's
looks
still water in it.
mostly caked and dried. There is probably a section that's got about 30 to 40 feet, where there is that kind of orangish water that you would have to cross. You're not sure how deep it is. It's difficult to tell.
So it's really just 30
It would
feet.
take
That
weeks to go around.
Yeah, we have to go over,
We have to go over
and I mean,
or through.
It's mostly mud flats, 30 feet of actual river, correct?
Yeah, as you kind of it like
Easy
dips
peasy.
down.
You know, we have a rope, I levitate.
yeah. Okay.
Brilliant.
Careful on the mud flats though. They can be dangerous.
Let me stick down.
All right.
I'm gonna find a branch just to essentially.
Can you pass me the flashlight?
Yeah, I got you, baby.
Most of the branches you find kind of crumble in your hand as you hold them.
Shit.
So there's no ley lines.
There's no ley lines that we're crossing right here.
There's
There's one
one-
right
Do
there.
I sense any ley lines?
You use the wand?
Yeah, I got the one, absolutely.
Yeah, you do sense kind of a faint
Do cross some.
ley line. It's
On the map, is there a ley line nearby?
Nearish to us, yeah.
Okay, good. Well, then that gives us a little credence that that map might be.
Accurate currently.
This magical rod is very useful, and it's going to be useful to us in these mud flats as I use it to poke the ground.
nice. Yeah, it seems to be stable.
Okay. But yeah, I'll just do that as a
I'm
go
gonna-
forward to just make
I
sure that
think,
we have a hard path.
Should I take the first step into the water?
Do we want to go in the water?
I think we can go over.
Can we go over?
think we
it?
can
Okay.
go over.
And you said you use levitate?
I can do, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Level
No,
12.
we're here. I'm like, yeah, we've done this over stuff before.
What can we tie it to? Is there anything
I
like,
think
to tie it to be able
You
to?
hug me, and I fly each of you over.
Oh, we would take it one at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Brilliant, right?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Sure.
sure.
Keen.
Okay, what level is...
It's at 2nd level,
Perfect.
and I'm going to use a sorcery point to extend its duration.
Okay.
So
I
it's
need
not for
you to roll a d10 for me, please.
Absolutely.
How long is it for now?
20 minutes.
That's pretty good.
No one takes
it's 30
extended
foot, yeah.
spell. No one takes that bad boy until you need it.
You know what's really good for? For haste.
5.
5. I need you to roll another d10 for
Yeah,
me, please.
no problem. You know what number we're looking for? 6. That's a 3.
Okay.
Have a 6.
You watch as Mark goes to cast the spell, and you see this kind of surge of magical energy, and Mark falls unconscious.
Oh my gosh.
Is this
Mary.
I rush over and cast healing word on him first, or cure wounds rather.
Nothing seems to happen when you cast cure wounds.
I like shake Mark.
I flick his nut.
I'd like
Kinda,
to do.
he comes to.
Oh my god!
That's what did it.
Esper.
Wait till it's me and
Did the wand bite me? What happened?
that's how you pass
I
out.
think you passed out.
You were holding your breath, I think, when you cast your spell.
Oh, you do have to breathe. You do. Am I okay? Am I hurt? Am I bleeding?
Oh yeah,
the
you just
spell
kind of
work?
fell unconscious.
Like a
You
cool
felt this sort of
nosebleed?
surge of magical energy, and you passed out.
Did the spell work?
Didn't seem to work.
No? Okay. I'll just try again.
Yeah, I
I'll
think
just
that's
try again. We'll
yeah,
just try again.
Try again.
Okay.
All right,
If at first one you don't succeed,
roll a d10 for me, please.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna stand behind him, ready to catch him.
he's
if
gonna-
that's a 1.
Okay, I need you to roll another
rocket.
d10 for me.
Absolutely.
He's gonna team rocket into the sky.
It's a 6. See? That's
Yeah,
what
there's
we're
the
looking for.
6 that we
6.
wanted.
Okay. You go to cast it again,
Yep.
and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
No problem. We've done these a lot.
You got a 25 on
Yeah,
that.
got a 25 here.
Easy.
23. Easy. Totally not a problem. 13.
Okay, yeah. You feel as you cast the spell, it's taking this immense amount of energy to do it. You feel all this effort where normally your magic is a bit more effortless. This feels difficult. You manage to do it and you kind of shake it off, but you feel almost sluggish, and it's the effort that took. You're not sure where that's coming from, but you sort of shake it off,
Did
and
we
it does
break
go off.
Mark's magic?
We're okay? Oh, this
No,
that
it's
was
just from
hard.
being around you. It's nothing to do
You're
with
not
Right?
gonna
It's
pass out?
wild. It's like casting a spell in jelly.
No.
But I
But
think
you did cast it.
Oh
yeah.
I go up 20 feet.
Titanic. Shit.
So the fact that he's rolling one.
I go
and then
20
rolling
feet?
another.
Yeah, you go 20 feet.
Great. Okay. Who wants to hop on? One at a time, please.
I'll go last.
I'll go. I'll get first because then I can always go in and get people out of
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. Koala on.
I squirrel girl and just
Alright.
hop on.
And we'll just attach. Somebody take the end of this rope, just so if a fish eats us or something.
Take I go a little
I'll grab
jellyfish.
the end of the rope.
I love that.
Fly across.
Should we have 20 feet of movement?
Yep.
And I hold my end of the rope just in case.
And then I pull
Get
myself
everybody
across.
else. Yeah,
Over
you
the
get
course of
everybody.
20 minutes, we can get all 5 people.
You get everybody.
I'm a
Wonderful.
cool little bus.
Yeah.
What's a bus?
Surely we have
It's a
buses
large
in a
wagon.
fantasy world.
Yeah.
It's a large wagon for multiple people.
Oh, it translates like in the cities.
Yeah, it's like a carriage that poor people buy together because they can't afford one for themselves.
Ew.
Yeah. But I hear they're quite popular. You see them.
Can
everywhere.
I make an insight check? And I'm so bad at them. I want to see if Mary's ooh was at Mark or at the concept of a bus.
You can make a deception or persuasion, whatever you.
I don't want to ask. I just want to.
As a person who catches the bus so often, that hurt me to my
I'm not going to
core.
contest it at all. It's
with a
bus is
natural
just a car
18,
co-op.
that's a flirty 20.
yeah, okay. It's you can tell it's the concept of like being in a bus.
Okay, so it's
Like,
not
That makes
Mark, is
sense.
it?
Yeah.
Being in a bus isn't great.
Being in a bus disgusts me.
Okay, all right. I'm learning new things about.
Miri's a real LA kind of person.
Really is.
Always hot.
Was in real estate.
Holy shit! The more we learn about Miri, the more we realize she's
selling
from Santa
fun
Monica.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, we're on the other side.
All right, so you get to the other side. And are you on the northern side or the southern side of that part of the river system?
We're on the southern side.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, there is you see where there is kind of almost like a mesa that kind of runs along. So there's a bit of a cliffside, not nearly as tall as the other one.
Like where there's trees are?
Yeah. That goes up a little ways, and you can see there's sort of trees that have been busted out and burnt down.
And the trees are...
Oh yeah, everything, the vegetation is just destroyed.
This place sucks.
And
making
it's
our way
probably about 20 feet up that sort of like hillside. It's a lot kind of rockier though, like it's more of a sheer hillside as you move through kind of along it and the river down below.
I'm gonna do a quick poll. Wraithmoor, Garyang, which is worse?
Garyang by a lot.
For now. For now, Garyang was worse.
Let's see what you roll on those d10s.
As you continue forward, what's everyone's passive perception?
16.
13.
I should know.
Huh.
17.
13.
Okay. Thistle, your ear catches something in this quiet. You hear the beating of wings. As you turn and you see behind you in the sky 2 large draconic figures diving towards all of you. I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh, shit. Guys.
Oh, no.
Oh!
Click
on my face, baby.
Heal.
Actually, we should take our break here.
Yeah, we should, yeah.
We're going to take our break and we'll come back.
Can I re-roll after, or should I write it down?
I rolled a
Write it
natural
down.
20, I'm not re-rolling.
Write it down. Roll it,
We
write
will
it
be
down.
back in a tight 10 minutes. We have our final preview for the QuestChests Kickstarter. Please go back these wonderful folks
Gang,
and go
do it.
check them out.
Just do it.
Just
They
for
make
the stuff
such
alone,
good
it's so
shit,
beautiful.
dude. Like,
so beautiful.
The wand alone,
Yeah.
alone is worth the back.
For the
And then
record,
get
he
them-
does keep it inside his coat.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
Harry
yeah.
Pottering.
Amazing. We
You're
will
not
be
switch
back
flicking it?
in a
Swish and flick.
tight 10. Okay, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Leviosa, not Leviosa.
How immersive do you like your tabletop games? With QuestChest, you'll be able to see, hear, taste, touch, and smell the story you're experiencing like never before. Weighty metal coins contain secret ciphers to decode, and wax-sealed letters hold messages invisible to those without the keys. Scented candles will bring players into the world as they breathe in the environment and gather information from what they smell. Allow your players to drink in the flavors of certain scenes with included taste elements like tea. Hand them missives from the characters they'll meet along their journey, and watch their faces as you play the fully narrated voiceover in the characters' own voices. All this comes underscored with custom music tracks to set the scene, just like the one you're hearing now. Our quest chests are built for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, Pathfinder 2nd edition, and powered by the Apocalypse. All of the encounters are statted out for levels 1, 3, 5, and 7, so no matter where you want to bring your players in, we're ready for it. 2 quest chests are already available for purchase on bookwormgames.com. Stone Oaths and Golden Lies, and Assassin's Crown. But mark the date June 6th on your calendar, because we'll be launching a Kickstarter for 5 additional boxes. You can pick up and play just one if you want, or back all of them in a narratively linked storyline. And as a special thank you, anybody who backs within the first 48 hours will receive a unique commemorative metal coin. Happy adventuring, everyone, and good luck on your quest.
When the world is in trouble and you don't know what to do, gotta call Blackwater and they'll kick some ass for you. So pull up a chair because you're welcome at the table. to save the multiverse. So turn up the TV and go watch some D&D. Blackwater, we'll roll some dice for you.
So, 25 to 20.
23.
Flirty 20.
Esper with a 23. Shy 20. 20 to
many?
15.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
15 to 10.
I'm not worried
12.
about it.
12.
I'm not worried about anything.
10 to 5.
Dank 9.
Dank 9.
Sweaty 6.
I hate that.
And
Guys, initiative order is
hey,
a hoax.
It's true. It's a racket.
It's a
If
racket.
y'all wondering what I'm doing with these, can we get a map cam shot?
Map cam!
Yeah, so I have
very nice.
I bought into a really long time ago this wonderful tarot deck from Weird Works, the Adventurers Tarot. They're absolutely beautiful, and I really, really love them. If you like to read tarot like I do, it's a really beautiful deck, but I'm going to be using them to track initiative for myself, which is really, really nice.
Now that I see them all laid out, it's not too late to have the red version of Mark, just so that there's a different
I love that.
visual element. Because like
Yeah.
we have 2 blue babies and we don't have a strong red baby.
I love that. We
Red
love a red baby.
We have like a problem where everything's a song.
And now that you've attuned to the wand, that's way
That's
more.
way more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes
And-
sense.
I don't have the proper minis for these, so I'm just going to use these because they got they're big and they have wings.
Ah.
Sick, dude.
But we'll see.
Are they people on draconic figures or they're flying draconic figures?
It's
Are they dragons on dragons?
yes, there are
Oh, yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah,
There are
yeah.
Stacks
people
of dragons.
on these dragons.
Is it a dragon? Is it a young dragon riding an adult dragon?
Is it a dress?
centaur on
Are we
top.
two?
When you find out what it is, you're not so far off.
Are we 2 dragons deep at this point?
Yeah. I like Jess's suggestion that it's a centaur riding a dragon
Yes.
that is riding a different dragon.
All right. They are probably about 90 feet up,
Oh boy.
and about 60 feet
90 feet up.
behind where you are, but 90.
What is the size of these dragon riders / dragons?
They look medium sized, as far as
Medium?
you can tell with a squint.
So just to be clear, because we were making silly jokes, is it 1 entity or 2? Like,
I think it's
like
They are
each
2 entities. They do act as one.
but each of these is a dragon.
there are
rider
4 people
and a
coming
dragon.
to us.
Oh no. So there are two entities. So yes. So there's 2 wyverns with 2 riders, right?
Amazing.
There's 1 rider
That's
on
great.
each wyvern.
And they count as 1 creature for the purposes
yeah.
of junk.
At the moment, yes.
Love
They're just
that.
1 creature.
Amazing.
Okay.
You could try to target the rider separately. It just might. It's like a called shot. We'll
Yeah.
say.
Cool.
Save the tooth, right?
We should absolutely.
So don't just be like, fuck you!
Let's use our new toy.
Immediately. All right, Esper, you were up first.
I've got a suitcase nuke. Let's go!
What if that was the thing that Moss needed? It wasn't the one. He
was
wanted
the
this cool
suitcase
fucking
nuke?
tooth to like complete his set. Just never noticed. It was
I've
like
been
cool,
collecting
always
kind of
grill.
sort of
Translucent
Yeah.
teeth.
Over her
No, he's just
mouth.
got a very thick mustache.
Hi guys, how are y'all doing today? I need you to go get
So
something
nice to
for
see you.
me.
Okay, go.
Alright, I need to go out and buy a magical crossbow because I've got all these cool magic knives.
Hey, he's got a clipboard.
Then I go mundane crossbow. I'm just gonna whip out my crossbow. Is that what I'm gonna do? Yeah, and I'm going to steady aim so that I can get sneak attack because that gives me advantage.
Nice.
I'm not gonna move, bonus action steady aim. I'm just gonna pick one of the wyverns and I'm gonna shoot the one on the left.
Okay.
That was a journey.
When you
Tim, can you? Holy shit!
Is that 2 natural 20s?
Is that natural 20 on that one?
Yeah.
That's
I
2
got
natural
double
20s.
natural 20s on my advantage roll.
20.
Double
crit.
natural
Double
20.
crit, double crit.
So, and my sneak attack just went up to 3d6.
Hey,
When you steady aim with a crossbow, like what does that look like for you?
Honestly, I think because it's a mundane crossbow, I think it's just like from his fucking like running gun days, where he just kind of places it on his arm.
Oh, it's
and
on
just,
the
like,
arm. Yeah.
I love that.
He breathes
Between
out on
heartbeats.
the. Yeah, exactly. He breathes out on the release.
They are
90 feet
90 feet up, 60 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
You can Pythagoras the
3, 4.
actual distance.
Is that a 3, 4, 5?
A little further back. 75. Fuck. If I
my
wanted
gosh,
to know
I'm doing
math, I would have
brain
gone to
math.
math school.
I did up to 3rd year calculus. I should know this.
There's school for math.
There's lots of math school.
Math is an oral tradition.
You know, the double natural 20 carried that energy over to the d6s because it was 2 6s and 2 5s.
Oof.
So
Yeah, blink it out.
And 22. 24, 25. The D8s are pretty shit though. 26. 30. 33 points
shoot.
of piercing damage.
Nice.
And sorry, I need to double check.
As you strike the wyvern, you see it stops for a second and jerks back as you clearly have hit between its armored. You can see it is wearing armor.
Yeah.
And you can see, like, you clearly hit in between as it kind of rears back, and you hear this.
And then I'm gonna, as it screams, another scream is going to like echo that scream, as a figure is going to launch itself from the wyvern into the wyvern next to it.
Okay.
As I'm just gonna wails from the grave, and they're within 30 feet.
Yes, yeah, they're about 20 feet from each other.
Just 2 points of necrotic damage. Like, hits it.
All right,
Little
it
chip damage.
is Shy's turn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna turn around, and I am going to. There's nothing.
She might move you guys just a bit farther there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to. Yeah, I'm going to kind of run out in front, a little bit closer to them.
Okay.
Just to kind of make myself the appealing target between me and the party.
Okay.
Especially because Mark is right there. And I am going to, I can actually just take the dodge. I'm gonna just take,
Sure.
I'm gonna like, because it's too far away for all of my hits at this point. Unless, and you said 90 feet and 60? That's only 15 feet. Okay, yeah,
So
so
I would say if you move like 30, you're essentially, say you're 60 feet away. Like,
Okay.
Is that 30 feet?
It's only 30 feet. Yeah, so I am going to, I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay.
In the front there. And that is my turn at this point.
On my turn, could I have Mr. Presidented Mark of just trying like, just basically like pushed
Mr.
him
President?
around behind me? Just like,
you could have moved, yeah.
well, I can't move.
No,
yet.
so then no.
Okay.
No.
You either call your shot.
Yeah, you protect the president.
Get down,
Yeah,
Mr.
sure.
President.
Okay, it is the Wyvern Knight's turn.
Do it.
All right, both of them go at the same time?
Wyvern
Yes.
Knight.
Mm-hmm. These are war wyverns.
Or
Don't have to be.
Gonna have to be the one that you hit.
Tim, I have. I'm pretty sure I have 2 Wyvern minis that I've got at home. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. He's gonna move over this way. It's kind of splits off, and it does get within 60 feet of you. And you watch as this thing is furious and it rears back, and you watch this it spit out this bolt of this like caustic substance hurtling towards you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
This isn't an attack, damn. Another natural 20.
Not bad.
Near enough. Con save.
Con save.
That is a natural 19 for a total of 19.
Okay. You'll take half damage.
666.
A lot of dice.
It's an awful lot.
Don't
of
worry,
dice.
I'm immune to this type of damage.
You take 18 points of poison damage.
Fuck it, that's so much.
And are poisoned.
As you kind of
No.
curl away,
That'd have been 36 damage. You're bad.
Hey, remember when we talked about dropping that tooth?
Yeah,
Guys-
the tooth is looking real
Guys,
nice
I'm
right now.
in the middle of a watch through the crown of candy right now. This is nothing. So we're good.
and the other Wyvern Knight is going to.
No, it's an older one. I wanted to watch the Ravening War.
You watch as it flies lower. So I only need, it flies low. It uses its full 80 feet. And it gets, as it like swoops down towards you, Shy.
Yeah.
You watch the Wyvern Knight, you see has a massive lance and is going to try to lance you.
And that's with the dodge action, so it's with disadvantage.
Yes. So it's going to make, you watch as he rears, he gets 2 lance attacks.
It's wild that this is happening because I was just having a conversation with Cody where I was like, what would be the best weapon to use on the back of like a giant eagle or flying
First one's a
creature?
15.
That does not hit.
So you managed to jump out of the way of that one. Second one is an 18.
That is just one above my armor class, so it
No.
it says silvery barbs on that.
Roll that one more time. Thank you very much.
Another, okay.
The lower
That one again.
That's a silvery barbs advantage for a lovely rogue.
That's better. That's a 16 on the dice, so
That's
that's a
fine.
22 to
Yeah,
hit.
it does hit.
And that is 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Plus 11 points of poison damage.
You have the boots of striding, right?
And as it strikes into you,
21 all total, so that's
the wyvern gets an attack.
okay.
And it's going to use its... it's going to try to bite you.
Okay.
This is patient defense still, that is only a 15 to hit.
Does not hit.
So it tries to bite you and just
I think
can't get
as I've take this lance almost in the gut, I am just able just to kind of duck out of the way as these big teeth just go right in front of my face.
And it's about 10 feet off the ground.
Okay.
10 feet away from you.
Okay.
Okay. It is Thistle's turn.
This one is way over here now.
Yes.
How high?
I will say, as it's gotten this close to you, you recognize the armor is gold. As you see, they bear the crest of the Kaisar.
Are they?
They look like Kaisar.
Do they?
They are. They look like black dragonborn as you see them. So they are dragons riding dragons.
They look like they're actually
Yeah.
here. This isn't a magical.
They seem to be members of the Kaisar.
And why are they attacking? And this is
This is for the Kassar.
Or they were just out.
This one is still flying. How high up is he?
That one is probably still 60 feet off the ground.
And how far from me?
And probably about, I'd say 40 feet away from where Thistle is.
Okay.
Or where,
So okay.
but 60 feet away from you.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to face him, and I'm going to sort of put my hand on that burn on my chest, and I'm gonna sort of focus inwards, and it's gonna sort of crackle with energy as those lines on my face pulse, and I'm gonna hit it with a lightning bolt.
Nice.
I
Dex,
need
right?
a
Dex save?
yes, Dex save. We're gonna be to 15.
Oh, that's only an 11.
Oh, that's gonna be
Nice.
full damage.
Woohoo!
8d6.
I also need you to roll a d10 for me, please.
That big old spell.
Do that first.
Yeah.
I can never tell. But that's a 1.
That's good.
That's exactly what you wanted.
Yeah.
What does that do?
See.
Yeah, he rolls 2.
He rolled 1d10.
No. You
I'm
felt like
really
in that
small.
moment, as you were waiting to see if it hit, you felt like you had such control of the magic that you could have moved it onto another target if it had missed.
That's fucking cool.
Bend the bullet.
Cool. I need some d6. You
Angel,
want to
angel,
hit me up
Three
there?
right here.
3.
D6?
One more.
I have so many d6s and I only got 4.
Oh, hold on. No, what? How many is it?
86.
8. I need 2 more.
Yeah, trust the rogue. Try to rogue d6s.
Dude, I rolled
You
deep
got
with the
it.
d6s.
There we go. Come on, big numbers. Give me that heat.
Well, that is
I see
big
6
numbers.
on one, my
Big
babies.
numbers. Yeah.
11, 17,
No sixes, or all sixes, no wags. That's what we want.
23, 28, 29, 31,
Did both my babies-
33. No,
That's a
6,
fucking
5, 2.
crit
33
snicket.
points of
Nice. As this one once again gets blasted with this lightning energy, and you see it kind of rear back.
So that is my auction.
Your auction.
Auction.
I hear one lightning bolt, one lightning bolt.
And for my bonus auction, I'm going to activate my tattoo.
Okay. Nice. All right. It is.
And I think for that one is you see the lines that he has glow, and those sort of divoted scars on his arms. They don't have the same color, but like blood, that same color pours down through those scars, activating them.
Nice. Miri.
Okay, so Miri is going to cast Shield of Faith onto Shy.
Okay.
From where she is, and then you see her eyes start to jiggle a little bit, and one's gonna go flying to the left, and the other's gonna go flying to the
Yes.
right. And as that happens, the amulet maybe will have like a little bit of like a tiny little pulse.
Oh, because you're doing it for free.
Glow to it, and her double is going to appear over just beside the far one, or as close as I can get to it.
Yeah.
30 feet, right?
Yep. Yeah, it'd be about there, yeah.
Okay.
That's so dope that you can invoke duplicity as just a freebie.
Yes.
That's
yes.
sick.
It's extremely cool.
I love Invoke Duplicity. It's so fun.
And that's going to be it.
Nice.
Duplicity.
All right, it is Mark's turn.
2 questions.
3D.
How close are we to the river?
The river is down here.
We saying like we just left it.
Are we on the mud flats?
You're at the bottom of this hill, and like there is like a little bit of flat, and then it goes down. So there's like
Is it
there's like a natural pathway.
within 200 feet? Would we say?
Yes.
The river? How far is that one off the ground? Because this one's close and fucking with us. This one that got lightning bolted, right? How high up?
60 feet.
And also crossbow.
Yeah. I would love to. We talked about them being one entity, but I've got this cool spell called Vortex Warp, where I can teleport a creature. Honestly, either one works. I just think it's really funny if I teleport the Wyvern and not the
And
Rider.
not the Rider, okay.
I would prefer
Sure.
to try that one
Yeah.
if I can.
I'll need you to roll a d10 for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I also, actually, before you do that, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw. So this
Ooh.
comes first as you go to cast the spell.
I ain't done shit yet. Okay.
It hasn't been an hour since the last time.
He's trying to cast a spell against the Kaiser.
Or I guess it... Yeah, no, it hasn't been an hour since
No, I
you
think it's-
crossed the river.
It's because he did the. It was.
We just crossed the river.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Well, then that's an 8.
okay, you go to do it, and that effort is too much, and you are not able to summon that. Like, it almost feels like you're bursting with so much arcane energy. It's this heavy lift to get it out of you. It doesn't work.
Oh, he's resisting my charm, and I'm gonna run. You can't tell because I did it silently, but I am gonna run just behind one of these blocks and hide like a coward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, we're back to level.
Oh no, not towards them. This way.
It's too close in time.
I'll hang out.
We're
over
back to
The last
level
time we
3.
cast magic.
We're back to level 3, Mark.
It has nothing to do with the target. It's because
No,
it's
no,
too
no.
close in
Yeah,
time.
that's yeah. But I mean,
Totally cool. Hi.
I have a bunch.
Oh. No, I'm done.
Okay.
That's me.
All right.
Do I expend the spell slot?
Yes, the
A
spell
very
slot
cool
is-
DM.
Everybody vote for Tim as best DM in the.
type exclamation point crit
The
in the
sentence
chat.
"very cool DM" used scathingly is the most painful thing I've ever heard.
Then
Very
I know
cool,
what I
derogatory.
will do
Yeah.
with
Tim,
my
roll
spell
D4
slot.
psychic damage.
All right, it is back to Esper, top of the order.
Okay. Yes. Understood. How close is this one? This one's down with Shy, right?
That one's about 10 feet
Cool.
off the ground.
I'm going to start 10 feet off the ground.
10 feet off the ground.
And its
So you
lance to
reach
be
down
put
with its lance.
Yeah.
And the Wyvern also attacked though?
It tried to bite me, but I've dodged out of the way.
You've got advantage.
Do have advantage.
So then you don't need to use steady aim.
No, I know, but I'm like, I want a knife. I want a knife.
You
right
want a
now.
knife.
I'm in
You
my
could
knife.
you could try to jump off some of this.
Parkour.
Yeah.
Try to parkour?
I'm gonna try this big
Parkour.
obelisk one right here on the right. I'm gonna try and
about there.
I'm
That's
gonna
about
try and
max.
kip up off of that and
All right, so acrobatics check.
Pourquoi?
Got this.
Pourquoi?
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 Parkour.
He's right there.
I think this will then take your advantage. I think it's the
yeah,
next
it's the next.
D20 you
Fuck,
roll.
You're right, and I rolled so well for it. That sucks. But
You do parkour.
you're within melee of it, right?
I
Is that-
am, yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's 10 feet. It has a 10 feet reach, so I don't know that it is.
That's fine.
She's not technically in melee with
I
it.
don't say parkour, I say pourquoi.
So I won't.
Why cour?
I won't get sneak off this.
No.
No.
You do have that cool fire dagger.
That's so rough. Yeah. It's the first roll was amazing, and the second
They're
roll
gonna
was
see
shit,
you
so.
try and stab it with a dragon.
a 25.
You're gonna be like,
25 does hit, yes.
And I'm just going to. I'm gonna bonus action hex the Wyvern,
Okay.
giving it disadvantage on intelligence checks. hopefully that Mark can capitalize on, but we'll
Mark can't do shit, bro.
Mark
Is
on the
out.
struggle
Mark's capped.
Mark is on the struggle streak.
Mark has to roll some saving throws and then some very angry D10s.
Just to do anything.
And I'm gonna try and
with the wand
drive
now.
the
Yeah.
I don't think I
dragon
will.
fang dagger
I don't
into
think you
it.
can. You have to roll some serious.
That's the
Yeah,
most
because
sad
I did a
D20
bad
I've ever seen.
crossing.
That is a 13 to hit.
Unfortunately, as you go to stab down, you hit right onto an armored plate, and it
Oh
slides off.
gosh, you guys, we're
you drop
doing
to the ground.
badly.
And
Summon the dragon.
No,
as
no,
I
no,
land,
wait, something.
as I
Just let me
land,
have my turn.
I look down at my tooth. Oh, and as I do that, as I get close to him, I'm gonna be like,
Has he seen the iconography at this
Yeah,
point?
you would see it. Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, for what it's worth, we're friends of Captain Hess of the Drake. As I stab, and then I'm gonna land.
You just say that in common.
That is, that's the language.
Yeah, the common tongue. He doesn't speak people.
All right. It
So we can
is.
all understand.
Why do all draconic people speak draconic?
Yeah.
Shy's turn.
Pretty presumptuous.
Okay,
Cool DM.
I am going to.
What do you roll for?
I'm still lanced at this point.
You can do that too.
You can do that.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh wow.
I don't want to because I'm superstitious about dice, and I'm worried I'll waste a d20. I'll waste a nat 20.
I am
That is how
right
it works.
out within
Yeah.
this front of this guy's face, and I am going to.
10 feet up.
He's 10 feet up. I'm going to hold my action,
Okay.
and I go. Please, we are friends of Captain Hess. We don't mean any harm to you. And I'm going to hold my hands out, and you watch as steam starts to emanate off of Shy's hands as I kind of hold them out. Like, it's almost like I'm putting my hands up in like a please don't hurt me, but it's an instinctual thing, and steam starts rising from my hands as I am going to hold my action.
Okay.
If they aggress towards myself or Esper, this guy's getting a face full of something.
Spice.
Okay.
And that's my bonus action. So I spend 2 focus points to do that.
You can't. I don't think you can hold a bonus action.
Okay. Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
Could I guess I can't use that as my action then, because that's the only way I can cast it.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. No, it's okay.
That's one of the upsides of Pathfinder is you can just delay your turn
Right.
rather than just holding an action.
Yeah, but then you gotta fuck with the cool
Okay, so
tarot cards.
then it will just be instead of the steam coming off my hands, it's the like blue, like the down my arm, and I'm holding a bioluminescent bolt
Okay.
to try and target. I know Esper targeted that one at the wing.
That one's real hurt.
That one's real hurt, and
That
I
one
would.
I tried to stab
and this
and
would be
missed
like
badly.
aiming because I'm so close to it. It would trying to be aiming for the junction between the. No, I'd actually go going right in the rider's face. This would be going right for the rider.
Okay.
Good night.
All right. It is the Wyvern's turn. This one is going to peel off, and you watch as it flies its full distance and dashes out farther north. Actually, it goes
That's
north.
good.
You've got a
That's
bigger
good.
party. This is the scouts.
And this one
We
is
might
going
need Moss to
to
come get us now.
is going to take off up, and it's going to use its 80 feet to move over.
Oh, they
Must know.
know.
They must know.
They can sense it.
Near
It's
that.
also going in the same like northern direction. It doesn't seem to be like he hasn't clocked Mark. It's
Okay.
moving. All right.
But they don't attack.
He has not used his full he hasn't used his action to dash, but he's pretty high up in the sky. And you see the rider. This rider has put the
Sheathed the
lance.
lance,
Yeah, sheathed
yeah.
the lance, and you see has a fairly large crossbow.
Oh, great.
All right, it is Thistle's turn.
How far is he from me?
He's probably
These are the scouts.
40, 50 feet.
He would have sort of just finished letting that lightning bolt go, and I'm gonna whirl around, and then basically clap my hands and send out another lightning bolt.
Okay.
This
Towards
other
him,
one.
yeah.
Now here's
I
my
need you
question.
to roll a d10 for me.
Because it's going through the wyvern. Does the rider also need to make a save?
For the lightning bolt, they act
just
as
doing it as one.
7.
Is it for all intents and purposes? It is considered a single creature.
Basically,
Okay.
there's like features like it can be separated,
Right.
But there's features for each. It's
Right,
it's
I
one of those kind of gray areas. 'Cause
Yeah,
they
yeah,
are
yeah,
two
yeah.
separate things.
It's almost like
have-
almost like a swarm.
Yeah, they have like complementary things they can do for each other depending
Right.
on who's sort of what's leading.
Right.
There's not like D&D doesn't have like a good system for that.
like yeah.
We're really dunking on D&D today.
Dunked. 7 you
This-
say? All right. So as you shoot out this lightning bolt, it rolled a natural 20 on its dex save.
Okay.
So it'll take
say that.
half
Take
damage. But
I will.
with this lightning bolt, you hear a roar of thunder that kind of like this kind of concussive thunder that travels with it. As it hits, you can roll your damage and I'll just have it.
I like the idea of it doing like.
I need some d6s.
Yeah, I got. How many do you need?
Can I just give you 8? What if I just give you 8?
6. I got 8. Haha, you're too slow this time, Adam.
You don't have 8 ready.
Yeah.
9, 12, 16, 19, 25, 30, 32.
Big damage.
Two.
Big damage.
The blues are mine.
The blues.
I miss your hugs.
All right, and you see as like the creature and the rider both kind of shake their head, and you can see the creature like starts screeching like, "Grrrr!" and like kind of reacting to that. You're
That's
not
a bad
sure
sound.
exactly
That hurts.
what it's doing, but it seems to. The sound seems to have affected it. That thunder sound.
Okay.
It is going to use its held action to shoot the crossbow bolt at you.
Bring it.
That is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
All right. All right. That is 6 points of piercing damage plus 8 points of poison damage.
So 14 all up.
Do you have resistance to poison?
I think as a Piney I do.
Just double check at some point.
Yeah.
All right. It is now Miri's turn.
Okay. How far is this?
It's about the same as Thistle's, probably
Okay.
about 40, 50 feet.
Cool. I'm going to, and it's looking pretty fucked up, right?
No, this one is
This
only
is
been
the one
hit.
that's. Oh, fuck,
Yeah.
This one.
What's more hurt is gone.
I'm gonna fling a guiding bolt at it and just.
Okay.
So that is.
You did it this way, and I'm like, I like the idea of it going, boing!
That's what it is. That's how it goes.
Hey!
That's perfect.
Boy.
Oh, nutso in the blood. So that's gonna be a 10 to hit.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
Yes.
Like you watch as it flies out, the wyvern deftly sort of maneuvers its wings and it sails wide.
Cool. I do this.
And your double also, presumably.
Yeah, my double also.
What
This
level
was
is
4
what
fingers.
level's guiding bolt?
First,
It's first. So this.
generally, unless you have.
Mark, you're up.
Mark's gonna try to cast a cantrip.
Okay.
He's gonna use a bonus action to fuddle around to a couple.
All right.
spell slots.
I do need you to roll a d10.
Hell yeah, brother.
This is a con save first.
Oh yeah, of course.
And then you can roll.
Of course. Naturally, yeah. Fucking shit, dude. That's a 12.
12. That's a success. That succeeds. So you're able to get the spell off. What was it on the
2?
D10? A 2. Okay, yeah. You can treat your spell as if it were cast with a spell 1 slot higher.
So first level.
A juicy.
So you can. Yeah, I
For
mean
a
it's a cantrip, so.
but for a cantrip,
you
would
can
it just
add-
be like
Would it
you'll
the
like the
scaling
level
upward?
up?
Yeah, we'll say
basically,
it's scale. We'll
You'll
the
level
scale
11 for the sake of casting
Sure.
a spell.
Okay, fabulous. I'm going to have to double its range because he's 40 feet up, correct? But I will hit him with a sapping sting. So he'll need a con saving throw, please.
Well, that's only a 2 on the dice, so that won't do it.
Okay, fabulous. This one was made by Mr. Mercer himself. They're gonna take 3d4 psychic damage,
Nice.
and they will fall prone.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck! That's actually pretty good for 3d4.
that 333?
It's 8. That's higher than we'd expect. And Mark's gonna run away. He's gonna take his 30 feet to try to hide behind some of this stuff.
All right, as it falls, it's going to take some extra fall damage because it is if it's falling prone.
Mm-hmm.
It's up on the hill, so it falls about 20 feet.
Tight, love that.
But we'll say an extra 2d6, so that's 8 points of bludgeoning damage on top of that.
Yeah, I did it. I did it. Thanks.
As it
You
is
managed to
on
guess this bad.
the ground.
Wow. And Mark takes his 30 little feet
Okay.
and gets away.
We get about there. Okay. It is Esper's turn.
How far away is he from me?
He's pretty far. He's probably about, I'd say about at 60 feet, we'll say. You'll have to scramble up the hill, but yeah, we'll say 60 feet.
He's prone?
Yeah, he's prone, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bonus action dash.
Okay.
Because I'm a rogue. And I'm just gonna like scurry over and dive off the rock with the flame dagger straight down.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get advantage because he's prone, which gives me my sneak.
Pretty good.
Could be better. It's a 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
Sweet. And that's the one that's hexed too, isn't it? Because the guy who I hexed the dude that was
Yes,
here, not
yeah.
here. Sweet. That's an extra d6 of necrotic. D4. D6 for flame. I love rolling so many dice. It's just.
It's a good feeling.
Tim, thank you for just adding dice to my little dice file that I've accrued.
Such a cool
You're
DM.
welcome.
Such a cool
13,
Cool DM.
19, 23.
Also, Tim, cool shirt. Cool Blackwater shirt you got on today.
Very cool.
Nice Merc, dude.
Do I need to separate any of these
Merkin
damage dice?
Love that.
No,
Look at
you
DJ.
don't.
American
27 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
I'm just going straight for the like neck of this wyvern.
Yeah,
Just
you
straight
just
down.
drive it through past the plate and you feel the flesh pull back.
Does your cool new fire dagger only do that on crits, or is it all the time fire?
The D6. The D6 is just.
Always
It's like a flame
Just a
blade.
little extra,
right?
yeah.
Nice.
It's just a little extra.
Which is why Em convinced me to have it main hand.
Yeah.
Because just probably over the course
I've
of, over the
played
course of a
enough
combat,
rogues
over the
to
course of the
know.
combat, I'm doing more than 3d6 worth of damage.
Anything else on your turn?
No bonus action,
Great.
movement, action.
Also, if you crit, it's 2d6.
Try.
Okay, how far is that wonderful thing away from me?
Probably, I would say 50 feet because Esper was up over here.
Amazing. We love this. My movement, because I am a monk, has increased to 45 feet. So I am going to get up right in its face. That is my movement.
People's
And
elbow.
then as my bonus action, I'm going to be like, you need to stop. And I am going to like push my hands up, and now we're going to do the cool thing. You see steam start to come off of Shai's hands as I am going to push my hands forward, and I'm going to use my hydrothermal arc to move this forward. And so it is me casting Burning Hands. And I spend 2 focus points to do that. And that is going to be a 15-foot cone. It's prone on the ground, and it's going to need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Disadvantages.
Just have on top.
Yeah.
I like the idea of like part of the process of you casting a wall of water is in
14.
it, but then it's like boiling
That
water.
is with my new belt that ups my focus save. That's a failure. So this thing is going to take 3d6 fire damage.
Yeah.
As the steam erupts from my hands. That is 10 points of fire damage. As I am going to come in, and then I am going to. I can still take my attack actions
that's
at this
sick.
point, and because I can't get up in melee with it, that is going to be 2 hydrothermal arcs coming forward.
A disadvantage.
Yeah.
prone and
That's
ranged
fine.
Attack. Yeah.
I think that is such a silly rule.
But if you're on the rock, then you are higher up, which would give you advantage if you're playing with those rules.
Well, it's flat. Like this
then
part
that's-
is yeah.
That's going to be a 14 to hit the first one.
Does not hit.
That's fine.
Was that a nat 20 that got burned? By
Yes,
the
it
I just don't want
was.
people to die.
So there's 14 on the first one,
And I
and
love the
so
rules.
As it's kind of thrashing about.
That's not going to hit either. So I think Shy being like just pushing outwards, I just in succession just fire 2 hits off, and they just kind of glance off.
They glance off the armor and into the ground.
But I'm right up there with Esper.
It also just got a fucking kettle worth of tea splashed into its face, so it's probably just being like,
hot tea.
All right, this wyvern is going to use half its movement to get up, and then take off into the sky.
I'm gonna use my reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack of opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. You can too if you want, Shy.
I can as well.
Yeah.
Is she within melee of it?
Oh no, she's not. No, you are.
It would have given me sneak. Well,
It says I can substitute if I get an attack of opportunity.
You don't, because
I
you're not
don't.
melee
Okay,
with
got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is
Only
just a regular die.
Yep.
Rolling badly on my non-advantage rolls. Surprise. Those two nat 20s just.
I know I lost
took
one
it all.
too.
Tapped it all.
Took it all. It's a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit. Again, you kind of slash out and it glances against the claws. It rises up in the air. It's gonna go. It's gonna use its other 40 feet to get up. So it's 40 feet up in the air, and you watch as that ball of venom kind of forms in this one's mouth, and it's gonna shoot it down at you, Shy. So I need you to make a con save for me, please.
You're immune to poison.
Absolutely.
We're all immune to poison. It's
Water,
weird.
water dilutes it, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the whole thing.
Decent.
That is going to be a 14.
14 is a failure. So you're gonna take full damage on this.
It's okay.
It's not great if I remember correctly.
Don't care for that.
It's a spicy meatball.
That is 40 points of poison damage.
I am unconscious as this ball just hits me in the face. I think it just just hits me right off, and I am down on my back.
That's my whole hit points.
Yeah.
That's me fresh out the bed.
That is 9 short of mine.
Yeah, as you see this blast of poison energy just slams right into her, and the caustic kind of goo slips across, and you watch as Shy is overwhelmed and passes out on the rock. All right, it is Thistle's turn. It's 40 feet up in the air, so probably about 60 feet away from you.
And now I have one
Yeah.
exhaustion.
And you did just see Shy get hit.
The lightning bolt's been working pretty good for me. I'll do it again.
Yeah.
Dex save of 15, please.
I'll have you roll a d10 for me, please.
Something cool to happen.
What's the range?
It's a 6.
A 6.
Something cool happened, Tim?
You have the option to change this to cold damage if you want.
Ooh.
Silver gloves. What's the range on that?
You don't know.
Nah.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
know
you
the
feel that
lightning works.
you feel this kind of icy cold sort of pass up through your hands, and then you sort of focus and blast that lightning bolt out. As it strikes the wyvern, I rolled
15 dex.
a 15 for my dex save.
Eats it.
What do you need?
Half damage.
Half damage.
It does have damage, ain't nothing.
And it has been hit quite a few
I
times.
need one more.
D6.
One more d6. Oh. It's pretty good. 11, 16, 18, 21, 24, 27, 31, half 16.
That's some consistent damage. 31 to 33.
It's a great spell. Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt's classic.
How many
Red
third
Hawk.
level spell? Oh, because you
I like
three
call
now.
lightning too.
Three now.
Chain lightning? Forget about it.
Forget about it. Get out of here.
I mean, chain lightning is
nice. So
pretty
you
cool.
blast into it, and you
bolt?
see the
Lightning
bolt
spell
hits
is
the
dumb.
wyvern and the rider as well. You can see that it.
They nailed it with lightning spells.
As this thing is kind of flapping, trying to maintain its altitude. All right, it is Miri's turn.
Okay. Miri is going to. She's gonna get up. I would have seen Shy
Yeah.
fall, right?
Yes.
Okay. So she's gonna try and kind of get a little bit of height.
Okay. Probably get
and,
to
and get to.
on the hill.
Yeah, she's gonna get right. Yeah, perfect.
Cool.
Like, behind Esper.
Behind Esper.
Yeah. And cast Healing Word on Shy.
Okay.
For.
She falls into the crevasse. Just gonna put you up there.
27 days.
That's gonna be 7
Okay,
points.
thank you.
Just the most I could do from
As
that.
you wake up.
Great.
A level of exhaustion.
I know.
Yeah.
And then
That's so great.
on top of that, she's going to cast. I'm going to use Reach to the Blaze to cast Burning Hands on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reach to the blaze.
It's just my like racial version of it. Yeah.
That's so cool.
So just yeah.
Is
Okay.
it a
Cool.
save?
And it's
Or is it
yes, it's a Dex save.
It's the same thing that I cast.
Yeah.
It's only 10.
Yeah, that's gonna
Very poorly for my.
that'll do it. So 3d6. That's 8. Yeah, 8 damage.
8 damage. All right. It is Mark's turn.
This thing's up in the air.
Yes, 40 feet.
40 feet up in the air. Yeah, absolutely.
You're probably about 80 feet away from it, I would say.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Or 70, because Thistle was about 60, so you're about 70.
I don't know how they're looking. I can't tell how bad people are. I had the idea before, and I think I just want to try it again. I want to separate this rider from his wyvern. I'm going to try to vortex warp it very far away.
Con save for me.
Yeah, okay.
It's gonna be so combative by the end.
This is gonna be great.
It just sucks because you're casting a bunch of spells after this bad thing happens.
Yeah. Bad things happen, and they happen to me specifically.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Hey!
You're again that sort of overwhelming.
You don't
like,
have to describe it. It's hard to cast, Tim.
surge of energy, and it
I
doesn't-
know.
It's like it's
Tim, does he fart?
it's like a
I shit myself. All the
How does it
spaghetti
feel,
that I've
buddy?
been
How does it
keeping
feel?
in my
The magic goes the
Saturday
wrong way.
Describe what loosens up. Goes everywhere.
it's like your core is so
I'm trying to pick it up with
Dude,
my
is this the
fedora.
wand of Prolapse
It's not
Status?
from the back, man.
Gross.
You have a hernia.
You're trying to lift the
Magical
weight
hernia.
too much. It goes down.
All right.
And I'll fucking squat jog 30 feet this way to try to anticipate its escape. You know what I mean? It's going
He's
this
committed
way.
to shitting his
Yeah, I've
pants.
shit my pants. I'll clean that up after the fight. I try so hard that
You'll try to clean it up after the fight because
I-
it's a spell.
I blow out my fucking drawers. That's what I do.
Is this what you want?
Fucking
Are you
sick.
entertained?
You pervert.
All right, back to
This is you doing this, Tim, not me.
right there.
You shit my pants.
You like this? You like
This is
this?
what you like.
Alright,
Esper. Does this work for you?
switching back to the crossbow.
Fucking pervert.
On the arm, I'm gonna steady aim and try to take this bastard down.
Okay.
You're in dice jail. That's
No more for you.
no more for you.
Oh, it fucking.
That was a
Only we could
journey.
put
It was
Tim in
it was
DM
kissing the
instead.
cheek of the natural 20 and then went, actually, no, fuck you. It's a 15 to hit.
That just hits.
Oh! And because I have advantage, that gives me sneak. That's all we're doing is trying to get that sneak damage. Could I Whales of the Grave the Rider? Or yeah.
Yeah, for these.
Not worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
They have a shared health pool also,
Okay,
so
great.
it's not gonna.
Yeah. 10, 12, 18. 21 points of piercing damage
21.
into as close to its throat as I can shoot.
This thing, it's not looking great.
And I can just Wales
Okay.
for a little bit extra spice.
A little extra spice.
Can Wales it? Yeah, no, that's fine. Alright, yep, that's and like Mark, I'm gonna move forward so that if it flies back I can try to stay within crossbow range. So I'm just gonna try.
Right at the edge. There.
Oh no, I steady aimed. I steady
Yeah,
aimed.
yeah. You can't move.
Ignore my idiocy. Yeah.
You're up.
How?
I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up. I'm gonna wipe this goo off of my face, and I am gonna look at it and I said, "You had your chance. That is enough." And I am going to run forward, and I am going to.
40 feet up.
It's 40 feet up. Oh, okay. Then I'm. Can I climb the rock to get within?
This is the like.
Oh, that's the top of the rock?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? Nothing I can do is 40 feet. Actually, that's not true. I am going to. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, great. I am going to, as I see the steam, I'm gonna take the air and I'm going to blow forward and I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind.
Cool.
Actually, no, I am not going to do that. Sorry, I don't want that because I don't want it to leave Esper's range.
No, my range is pretty long.
I know, but it can. Oh, I pushed 15 feet back.
My thing is, what if the wind knocks the rider off?
But they're a same entity.
You could try a called shot. Like
The bond between a rider and his.
How strong are these dudes?
Can I essentially, because there's nothing else I can do at this point, can I try to use the gust to unseat the rider?
you could try.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
He's got that crossbow out. How strong in thighs?
A strong line of wind 60 feet long. The creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away. So my sense is that I'm trying to push the wyvern and get the rider to fall.
You're trying to push the
Sorry.
rider.
I'm trying to push the rider off the wyvern. Yeah, whatever. To separate
Rider
them.
off the wyvern.
As it's a called shot.
Yeah.
He's gonna get advantage.
That's fine.
That is a 17.
That beats my save.
As you watch as the rider kind of buckles down and you can see his feet in the stirrup kind of squeeze together.
In any case, it is still, it's still, he gets half movement essentially for every 2 feet of movement when moving closer to us.
Okay.
It is only 1 foot of movement, so
All
it's
right.
half movement when he moves closer to us.
Does it fuck with range attack shooting into the wind?
Or
is that
no,
is that
it doesn't.
Wall of
Is that wall of
That's
Wind.
wall.
Wind.
Yeah, wind
Yeah,
wall. That's not what this
Wind
is.
wall.
dying?
Wallers.
Hi, the Windwallers.
No, that's not it.
Yeah.
All right. So as you try to knock the water, he managed to kind of buckle down. It is the wyvern's turn, and you watch as this thing just goes and pushes back. It's going to use its full movement and dash. Basically, it's going to go up another 20 feet, so it's 60 feet off the ground, and then it's going to go 100 feet or 140 feet. Yeah.
Which way?
80 feet towards the other one, so farther north.
So it's going.
The other one went that way as well?
The other one went up north.
okay.
It's going this way. We're about here. We're about here, and it is going that way.
What's there?
Who knows?
Where's
Dathia?
yeah.
Dathia's here, isn't it?
No,
Yep.
it's not good.
So my sense is, well, we can do this in character afterwards.
Does anyone have a spell?
I have my
I have nothing that's
It's a
covering.
disadvantage, but I have my crossbow to shoot this with it.
How far is that away from us?
It's now going to be
60-ish
Yeah,
feet?
about 160 feet away from you.
It's too far.
So that means I get 2 shots at it if it's moving. Because what's its movement? Yeah.
80. It
Yeah.
uses action.
So I get 2 more shots at it at disadvantage.
Take him.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Do it.
steady aim.
Certain.
That's a 24 to hit.
That hits. Roll the damage.
Was that disadvantage?
Was that a disadvantage?
It's still hexed. I get the D6.
No,
no,
he's
but
steady
I'm
aimed
steady
to
aiming.
cancel
Steady
out.
aiming.
Nice.
But I get the hex because it's still hexed.
Do we need this?
I wanted to. Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
That is 13 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then 1 more.
No, is it really important that this guy doesn't get where he's going?
Well, I mean, we can't have this conversation.
I mean, these are 12 seconds apart.
That's a nat 20.
Is anyone saying that it's?
I'm not complaining.
I think,
made you shit your pants.
honestly, I think Esper's in the fucking can right now. He's just he's not paying attention to he's just so narrowed in. He's got that tunnel vision.
Right.
19, 24 points of
You
piercing.
watch as the thing sails through the air once again, and you can just see those of you up on the hill and Thistle. You just kind of have eyes on it, but you watch as this thing
Exactly on the edge of his range,
Is-
literally.
the first shot you saw hit the rider, and you saw the rider slump forward, and the second hit the back of the wyvern's head as it just sailed down into the ground somewhere in the distance. And that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
Dude, that's the second time you've ended it on Esper making the absolute longest ball.
That is an amazing
You
spot
guys,
to end.
oh yeah, we'll do it next session.
Or we
Do
can
we have some
stuff to talk about on
Chatwater.
Okay, we are gonna go record a Chatwater. We're gonna also try and make, if you've been interested in our Patreon or you're wondering what Chatwater is, we're gonna try and make every like 5 or 6 chat waters that we do.
Start releasing some clips.
And
Yes.
we're gonna start. We're gonna release some clips from them, so those will be up on our socials. So keep an eye out, and if you're interested, come check us out on Patreon. A huge, amazing thank you to the wonderful folks from QuestChests. This is our final session with them as our sponsor.
I
And
cannot say more good things about
Yay.
I love
So
this
fun.
real world. I love
Yeah.
I love it less in the fantasy.
yeah. And that's an understandable thing.
So put your thumbs up, everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is because we're not touching goo right now.
Sometimes the goo touches you.
Yeah.
I never know.
Touched by the